Behold the wizard. Beware his powers. Unspeakable powers. Here's the wizard. The mystical wizard.
Greetings, travelers, whiz kids, and word players. And I removed Cynic from the thing so he could not interrupt the intro this time.
I wanted to so bad. I was going to, and I was like, I can't be mean.
Well, you weren't there, so no one could have heard you if you did. So
I was just screaming in the void back there. What a bastard! No trust.
Finbar already says, ask Dalish what she thinks of Immortal Thor. I have not read the recent issue, as I don't read any of the issues. I have someone else read them for me, but I will read them. I will buy them and read them all eventually. But I mean, if we want to go off on Immortal Thor, we can go off on Immortal Thor. But that's not what today is about. Today is about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the greatest TV show of all time, animated, live action, or otherwise.
Whoa!
It's better.
No,
better than. Yes.
That's quite the claim, sir.
Oh, and Avatar Last Airbender, not live action, the cartoon, better than any show, period.
That's still quite the claim, sir.
That's a very bold statement.
At least up top 5, like it beats any cartoon. It beats any cartoon, hands down. No other cartoon competes against it.
What about, well, you haven't watched a lot of anime, so
no. You
have a very small pool to pull
now,
from.
Are you talking about strictly Western cartoons? Or are you talking about cartoons in general?
Cartoons he's watched, which is like 4 of them.
Animated series. It beats any animated series.
Oh.
But we can't get into that too fast because we have to introduce everyone. Of course, coming back, we have Jesker James.
Yo, y'all know me, okay? Like, damn. I'm like, I pop up everywhere, all right? Y'all know me already.
Yeah, everyone knows Jesker. And then speaking of popping up everywhere, we have Stimulated Cynic.
Hello.
And making her debut onto the show is Dirty Dalish.
Hi.
Guys.
Hopefully I don't scare you off your own show, Wizard.
Guys, I don't know whether you know this, but we have a woman on stream with us.
Yeah, and I've got a really, really big bone to pick with Dalish. I got a question for you.
What did I do? Oh God, why fuck Dalish?
I didn't say
What's
that.
the question?
Which elf race in Elder Scrolls is the best?
What kind of nerdy shit is this?
High elf?
Oh, that's the racist. That's the racist.
I really like the Bretons too, if I'm honest. But
that's really racist.
I mean, the Bretons aren't elves. They're
kind of, right. They were fucked by elves.
Yeah, they're the mixed race. No, but the high elves are like the Aldmeri Dominion and the Thalmor and the White Gold Concordant. Like
yeah.
I always go Dunmer.
I'm gonna go fuck dark elves though for sure.
Wow.
Whoa, jeez.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Easy.
I have no idea what you guys are even talking about.
Disavow.
Cynic's hearing all this racism. Cynic's hearing this racism and he's going.
I'm gonna fight all these urges, my brother.
Wow. Okay.
Starting off.
It's okay. Dalish elves are superior anyway to all of them.
Okay.
Oh God.
I got you. That's why I wanted to ask you the question, right? Because you're an elf, so I needed to know your opinion as an expert.
Well, it's like you're asking me, like, what year did I graduate College of Winterhold, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who's the superior wizard, right? Is it
what's
Gandalf?
the best?
Is it Dumbledore?
Well, no, people ask me, right? Like, what's the best school of magic, right?
Yeah.
And
the answer.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say. I've gotten arguments over this, and let me tell you, never.
No, don't give us that fence sitting
Well, I'm just saying, like,
really, he's
never
getting splinters right now, isn't he, Jessica?
Yeah,
never
don't do that shit.
Well, I say never argue with necromancers because they won't let things stay dead. You know.
What the fuck? I feel like I'm streaming with my dad.
Well, I mean, like, I'm sorry, they call me the Wizard of Wordplay, not Truthful
Makes
Timmy,
sense.
the blowjob queen of Saskatoon.
Holy shit!
Oh man. By the way, Dalish, I saw your post. I'm 40 hours into watch time. So when I get done, I'll send you the link and let you know. All right.
When you get into 500 hours.
Into 500 hours. But I'm gonna donate the prize to someone else, okay?
Oh, to a certain
So.
virgin, you know?
Exactly.
Are we talking about Tony?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Which Tony?
Both.
Fair.
I just fell out of my chair.
Anyway. We have fun here on WoW Wednesday.
We have
We have a good time.
We all have fun.
Oh, composure.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I think you made some bold claims, bro. Best cartoon ever.
Best animated series ever. So that includes something like, because cartoons could be something that's made strictly for kids. So if you go animated series, you're including like Invincible into that category.
Are we also including the Batman series? Because, like, come on, Wizard.
Yeah, Batman the animated series.
Batman the animated series has some filler. Like,
so does Avatar. What
you right?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Avatar has one episode that does not contribute to the plot in any way, even like you can skip it entirely.
Are we talking about
is brought up? Not the play, because the play is like character growth in between the acts and all that. It is the painted
Okay, we're gonna say the play is character.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it is there. Like, no, but the painted lady has no basis on the plot.
Okay.
If you so that's the one episode that is, because Great Divide is referenced in the play. So Great Divide, usually the episode I skip, the episode really everyone kind of skips or should skip. Like that one is referenced in the play, but the painted lady is never brought up again. And nothing, like, it never ties in anything before, never ties in anything after. It's just like,
but wait.
On its own.
What does Great Divide add? I mean, yeah, it's in the play, but what does it add?
Nothing about being added, but I'm saying, like, if you skip Great Divide, you miss the joke later, but if you skip Painted Lady, you miss literally nothing. So I consider that the one, like...
That's your standard for filler. A joke.
Well, if you look at Batman the Animated Series, right? Look at Batman the Animated Series. Like, all those episodes, like, Critters and, like, those, like, random ones that are just, like, one-off episodes that, you know... that never get called back to, that don't introduce villains that come back later, that don't even get referenced.
Yeah, but that was the way. Hold on, that's the way they did shows back then. They didn't do overarching episodes, right? They done Monster of the Week, one bad guy, one show.
If you put it into perspective of its time, but I'm saying, like, if you were to watch it now, then it has to stand on its own merit, and it does not stack against Avatar.
Dog.
See,
I mean,
here's
it might
where
be
I think
really right there next to it.
Hold
It
on.
might be people's number one, but I'm saying, like, Batman the Animated Series doesn't beat most live action shows. Avatar beats most live action.
We're not even talking live action. We're not
if
going
that's
there.
the standard, if that's the standard, then nearly every episode of Power Rangers is filler.
Well, yeah, but Power Rangers doesn't even come close to like anything as far as being like.
Dog, if
Yellow Flash would fuck fight you for that comment. I hope you know that.
You don't fuck with Tommy Oliver. I don't fuck.
Well, Tommy Oliver doesn't even show up until like part of it.
Oh my god! I just took a drink of my drink when you said that shit.
And I have been on record on a previous stream saying that Green Ranger overrated.
Dog,
don't say that. Don't say that. Why are you such a hater, Wizard?
Bro, I know people that would assassinate you for that comment. Like literally assassinate you.
There is My mouse is hovering over the leaf.
Dino
video
Ranger
button
Tommy will
right
fuck you
now.
up for that, says Morgan.
Not anymore.
Also,
Dude's dead, so
yeah, he cannot. And playing the flute, stupid.
No,
I mean,
that's bad.
I mean,
he made
I
no.
mean-
He
Oh.
made
I
woodwind
mean-
instruments badass.
Katie is here. Hello, Katie.
I mean, playing the flute didn't get more masculine because the
Yes,
Green
it
Ranger did.
Yes, it did.
I didn't see a
Blowing-
lot of my buddies running to the flute after
I,
the Green Ranger
you went
showed
to
up.
you went to the wrong school.
I'm
Yeah, I went
like
to school
everyone
for
wants to play
strings.
Green Ranger on the playground, but no one wants to blow the flute.
Do, 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 do.
Everybody wanted to be the White Ranger at my school.
Yeah, you want him
Racist.
after the upgrade.
Yeah, we
Because
were. Yeah,
well, Cynic, were they wanting to be the White Power Ranger, or were they just saying White Power? Now,
ooh,
Wow. You definitely went to the wrong school, my brother. Damn.
ooh, probably. You're probably right. It was probably just a bunch of kids around yelling "White Power." There was a lot of
Right.
Roman salutes by the parents where I was hanging out. Yeah,
that is to say that while Avatar is my favorite show of all time, the live action Avatar movie
some
and
problems.
Netflix was not good.
Fuck
got
the
some
movie.
problems.
Fuck the movie.
Yeah.
I did not mind the live action season 1.
What'd you rate it? I just went back to refresh and I watched the first 3 episodes, and
7.5.
ooh, really?
That's kind of high, Jessica.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's a little high.
I would
No,
give it,
no,
like-
it's right.
Just in the first 3 episodes. Let's see. I wrote notes. I've got
I just watched a
4
video.
paragraphs
refresher.
of notes.
It's been a minute. It's been since it came out since I watched it. Did you watch it, Dalish?
I watched it when it first came out. So what was that? Like a fucking year ago almost?
I don't know if it was a year ago. It wasn't that long ago, I feel like.
Let me ask you guys something. Like, what were you expecting from
My
this
mic
series?
working? Okay, sorry.
You were muted.
Yeah, you
You're
had
good.
muted yourself.
What was I did not do that on purpose. I'm stupid.
You trying to say I
Question?
muted you? If you watch the live action Netflix Avatar.
I did not, but my dad said he liked it.
See,
Your dad is awesome.
so
Okay,
I will say
let me-
let me say my score. I say
Yeah, go
my
ahead.
score, I would say about a 5 out of 10.
A 5.
I would say a 5.
Yeah, I think that's a little
And-
low. I think it's a little
And
low. I agree.
my expectations going into it were not necessarily shot for shot, but not drastic difference that we ended up getting, right?
You think it's a drastic difference? Really?
Okay. I think
would
I
say-
think we all 3 have different opinions here because the world building was spot on, in my opinion.
The look. Yeah.
The characters, though, the actors they chose, so many of them fucking suck. They do not. It's like they didn't even watch the animated series and go, "Oh, that's the way I'm supposed to act," right? So, what's his name? The uncle Aoshi, was that his name?
Iroh.
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 Did you, well, hold up. Did you just misname fucking Uncle?
I was
The greatest,
dragging
Best
it.
one of
character.
the,
I
one
just
of
always
the- one
call
of
him
the
the uncle.
the greatest character in fiction, the Green Ranger of Avatar.
one of the
Green Ranger of
greatest
Avatar.
fucking mentors in all of fiction.
Yeah, I don't speak Japanese and shit. All right.
I'm about to
Speaks
leave this
American.
fucking stream.
Yeah, I speak
oh
fucking-
my god.
I speak human. Okay.
Watch Cynic on Katie's anime show.
Yeah. I mean, I've admitted I watch the dubbed animes unless I
Let me
have
see
to
if
watch the sub.
The show.
Either way, so Iroh, right? He comes off. He doesn't come off as that like
Yeah.
charming, witty. I know more than what you think I know. Badass uncle. He comes off like a big fucking pussy.
Yeah, that is true. I will give you that. There's no moment where he's like the dragon of the West. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm
There's
sad.
no moment that I saw where he was like, you looked at. So in the animated series, you always felt like he knew more than what he was letting on. and he was really sort of letting Zuko learn, right, from his mistakes and guiding him as a mentor. In the live action, he just came off like a blubbering pussy.
That's crazy. I didn't get that sense at all.
Go back and watch the animated series, then watch the live action. I'm telling you, you'll see a night and day difference.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all right. So to me, like it's season 1 Iroh. Like we don't really get like the hardcore wise sage Iroh until season 2.
Bro, he came off
Well-
as some sort of like I know more than everybody from the first time he showed up. You always looked at him like that old dude should probably be king, but something happened.
I've watched reactors watch Avatar for the first time. I've seen that, you know, over and over. I've seen so many people watch it, and so many people get that impression of Iroh from like the episode where he's captured by the Earth Kingdom soldiers, right? What people like in the live action one was kind of the realness of that scene, but even that, it was kind of like the actor of the soldier was good, but Iroh's actor just was like whatever, I'm picking all this stuff, right?
Like
that happened,
we can like just whatever, dude.
You know, and whereas like animated Iroh, because that scene was unique
Is a
for the
badass.
show, right? Animated Iroh would have taken that and like talked the guy through it. Live action Iroh was just like, I'm a war criminal, and he just was like, I'm sad about that. Would have made him some tea, exactly. Like,
Aang fucking sucks. Sorry,
Aang's bad.
Aang in the live action fucking sucks.
Okay,
to me,
so this is where I'll agree with you guys to some extent. I think as far as the look, I think they nailed it. I think they nailed it.
The look.
Now, I will say, in terms of the dialogue,
fucking sucks.
There's definite issues. However, I don't think that's a problem with the actor. I think that's the writing.
That's fine. Yeah. And I go ahead.
I don't know if it was someone pointed this out or I figured this out, but like ruins Aang, live action Aang forever. If you picture Linda Cardellini from the live action Scooby-Doo movies, her voice that she would use for that, and picture live action Aang, it's the same exact voice.
Well, Aang in the animated series came off as like a rebel who was trying to now atone for his sins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
he ran away specifically from his duty as the Avatar. That was like something that was done. Live action Aang accidentally ends up. It completely changes Aang's character. With that
live action Aang he's too sage-like at this point.
He's too big of a crybaby. Is what he is.
He's spouting like certain, like some wisdom like that he doesn't have yet. Like he's not supposed to get this way until season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be especially in those early episodes, very fun-loving and all this, and he's just like
he's like a newborn baby.
Yeah,
there you go. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, live action Aang is just about the mission of like he finds out like we got to get to the South Pole to like Jesker, do you remember a medium in which Aang is told about what's going to happen at the South Pole, and so that's the reason that they have to go there? It's the live action movie. That's what happens. They use the exact same plot device in the live action Netflix of like he's told in a vision by a spirit. In the movie, it's the dragon spirit. And then in the show, it's Kyoshi. Yeah. But it's like you got to go to the South Pole because there's going to be a disaster there, and that's the reason they go. Not to learn waterbending.
That's what I was about to ask because I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember from that. Cause I just watched an animated series a couple months ago, but I done it like watch an episode before I went to bed, so it's not like I was real into it. And I was trying to figure out how. I was sitting there going, weren't they going to learn air or waterbending?
Yeah. The idea of going to learn waterbending was brought up in the very first, like the second episode, right? Like, or even the first, like going to the South Pole to learn waterbending. That's no. Reason.
Hold up.
I thought the point of Katara.
North Pole.
Yeah.
Let Dalish talk, guys.
I thought the point of Katara was that she's teaching Aang waterbending. Why would they go somewhere to?
That was She's got to also learn water bending.
She's got to learn waterbending in the in the live action show. She already learns it, that she's basically a master, right? They make a point to say that in the finale, where she never needs to train with Paku at all, and she's already a master based by just like doing a
actress
bubble.
Fucking sucks.
Doing a bubble.
I don't know if it was
feels like she's just was given bad script and bad direction.
I don't know
like
if that's what I was about to say again with Aang. I don't know if it was the writing or the actress, right? But she comes off as unsure of herself, and I don't remember Katara ever being like that. She was always like
kind of arrogant, right? Like full of herself almost.
Like she thought she had already mastered, right? Like she could just master waterbending, like it was given to her.
Yeah,
right.
So my thing about it is that I don't, with the exception of one person, and we'll get to that person, I'm sure, but most of the actors are spot on. I think they're spot on for all the characters.
Totally disagree.
I wholly disagree. The problem, I think, with a lot of this is the dialogue.
It's the writing
It could be the writing. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll meet you in the middle on there. So, it could either be bad acting or writing, though. I don't know because I haven't seen hardly any of these other people.
Yeah, I want to say too,
except for some of the adults.
I want to say too about Katara that she gets the water scroll given to her from Gran. That's terrible. Stupid idea because she doesn't steal it and she doesn't like do anything.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like she stole it and felt bad, and then was like,
and then she steals it. It brings problems to the group. It's a lesson she learns that is why she acts that way in the Runaway episode with Toph. Cheating cheaters. She stole from thieves, and it caused problems, right? But it also like she got jealous of Aang being better at waterbending than her. Yeah. Aang does not bend a drop this entire season.
Does he not? Oh fuck!
He never does.
You're right.
They specifically said, I think, like the showrunner who got fired for doing a terrible job. The showrunner said like, "Oh, we didn't want him to bend water," and basically, I expect he's going to just have it off screen. Be like, "Hey, Katara taught me, right?" And they'll just sit and be like, "Look," but that was he never bends water once, like, and it's all Katara bending water, and then she doesn't even need to learn how to do it. She just knows how to do it. So really, all they
oh my god, yeah. So you missed that whole episode of him like water bending, and she gets pissed off at him because he's so much better than her. Motherfucker, that was a pivotal moment.
And like them in the finale of the show of the cartoon is they both are trained by Paku, right? And so by the time of the finale, they have some semblance, and Katara is at least a master in Paku's eyes, right? Whereas in this one, it's just more like, yeah, you earned it when you were a child, and you training yourself, and you're a master, right? When they've established in the cartoon that it takes more than just the skills. You need reflexes, you need, discipline, you need all this stuff to be like a true master. And
Katara. I'm Katara Skywalker.
Basically, right? But
I will say a character they nailed was what's her name? Suki, the Kyoshi warrior. I thought they nailed her.
So
she was great.
She was not hateable, but she also wasn't Suki, right? So that's the other thing. Cutting out Sokka's sexism, right? Because they cut out Sokka's sexism. We can't have that. They removed his whole needing to be humbled by Suki thing. So Suki is just love at first sight.
Okay. No, I've got to push back a little bit because he hit on her.
He did what?
He hawked her. He hit on her, and he was like all into her until she whooped his ass out there. He was throwing his boomerang, and she threw her whatever you call those fucking things. So
that's the other thing. I hate that scene too.
I didn't mind that scene. I thought it was great.
So I remember watching that, going like, so how can she throw the fan and have it cut through 5 watermelons in like a haphazard throw, right? So
we're literally in a world where people can use elements, Wizard. You're being a little contrarian.
Hey, Wizard.
And Suki can't airbend. That is an airbending move. So here's the thing, right?
Let me explain something to you. It's called suspension of disbelief.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. How I booked that was you got to ground your universe, and especially because the Avatar live action show was meant to be like this grounded version of everything, right? You see people burn to death and everything like that, right? So, what I fantasy booked that after I saw that, I'm like, okay, here's how I would wrote it better. Is that he's, trying to he's just whipping it around and having fun hitting like trick shots onto the watermelons, right? Like he's throwing it like we see him do in the show. He throws it in a weird angle, it circles back, hits the target.
Yeah.
Suki's just like, why do you do that when you could just throw it like this? And she just throws the fan directly at the watermelon. And he's more like, no, it's about being
She
able
doesn't
to
say that.
No, I'm saying in the fantasy book, right?
Oh, okay.
So she throws it directly at the watermelon. He's like, no, it's about like being able to adapt and have some type of skill and finesse with it or whatever. And she's just more like, throw it, So then that comes back in the final battle where she does something where she throws the fan and it curls and does a cool like trick shot, right?
Because you literally fanfic this to correct it.
Yes, as a writer, it's in your head. You just do it. So
I mean, no, I get that.
Get you.
I mean, as a writer, like you are always looking at stuff and you're like,
yeah.
Man, if they just did this and tweaked this,
a little tweak, just like a little tweak, and then you had something, So because in that episode, in the live action, Sokka never teaches Suki anything besides like that the men outside the island are hot, right? Like that's all she's like thinking about every time she looks at Sokka. And
That's
then
he gives that chick some sugar right on the mouth.
That's all she
and then
needs to think about.
Sokka leaves with the fan, and people like were saying like, oh, what if he's going to collect like different weapons from the other kingdoms, and he doesn't really do that, and he just has the fan. We never see it again. And even if you wanted to change it where Suki like teaches him something with the fan, and that's something that he can then use, and he sort of does it, but it's like, there's just a few like things here and there where I'm just like, okay, like you're either making like spectacle, or you're making like a cool story that you can kind of be like, see, like that's a cool moment, and especially in the cartoon in that same episode, Sokka does beat Suki in their sparring, right? Like he does get a one up on her, and that's something that doesn't really happen in that. Like they just changed really what that plot was, which to an extent is fine because it's more like, okay, we're not going to try to do the humble Sokka thing. We're just going to be like, he's the chief of his tribe, whatever. Oh, Suki's better, but then she's like, I'm going to teach you a little bit, kind of thing. And then it was just a different story that they were.
Sokka was great though. I liked Sokka.
Sokka was good. Sokka was good.
I
will say my favorite change that everyone has echoed as being the best change. Zuko's crew being the 41st Division. I was like, there you go. If that can be retconned into the show, it would make the show 10 times better.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, even though it's already great, it would just be like just that one little thing. If that could somehow be added in somehow, it's like perfect.
So before we get to Zuko, we're not just gonna walk over the whole Lover's Cave thing with Katara and Sokka, right?
No, we're gonna. So I was gonna say that for when we talk about the season 2 news, just because it's like, it was like, what are they gonna do for season 2?
That shit was weird.
That was in general, like that whole like no Katara Aang like ship at all. We doing Cave of Two Lovers in season 1.
Yeah.
Completely
they
changing.
Also kind of like made their age a
works.
little too far apart. It felt weird, like if they would do a relationship thing, because I feel like they made him way too young to be, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could. Well, back in the day, if you were watching like back in the day, Shani, if you were watching OG Dragon Ball, like, would you think that Goku and Bulma could end up together eventually, or?
But they're around the same age. That's what in the animated series, I thought they were maybe like a year or so apart. In this one, they feel like 5-6 years apart in age. Like he's a foot shorter than her.
Mm-hmm. It was that problem with the movie too, the live action movie, where it was like the Katara and Aang were so aged. Again, like this show is a spiritual successor to the movie, not to the show. I hate to say. That's
too far.
I mean, come on. I mean, if you watch them both, don't even like watch the show and then watch live action. Like watch both live actions one after the other, and you're kind of like, I don't know,
dude. I have done that, and I'm telling you, the show is far superior to the movie.
Well, far superior. But I'm just saying, more like, I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about like the kind of choices they make and the kind of way they kind of follow the plot along. They're close, is all I'm saying.
They're not close. I'm not saying that it's perfect. And look, in all honesty, the animated series is vastly superior. I mean, let's just be real. It doesn't. It's not. I'm not ready to say it's the best fucking animated show ever made, like some people, but it's
Definitely up, like you have to argue it's up there.
it's
Like,
up
Bold
there.
claim, Cotton.
I would put it in the top 10 easily.
I would say top 5 if you're counting only Western. You say only Western.
Okay. Now, if you mean only Western, if you're talking about just Western cartoons,
It's in top 5, easy.
you have an argument then that it is the best Western cartoon. There's an actual legit argument there.
Yeah, but your parameters of best animated series, come on, man. That's a bold fucking claim.
Yeah, like I said, like a bold claim, I believe. Because I'm counting it as best Western just because the hotel.
Okay.
No, but just because I
Wow.
I don't watch anime, so it's like I can't put Dragon Ball or Naruto or anything above it just because I'm not.
Dailish, you watch anime, right?
BTM is here. Hey, BTM.
Yeah.
So what would you, if it wasn't just Western? I mean, there's anime out there that's better than Avatar, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I want to side with Wizard on this one, but come on.
You can't, can you?
You can't, you really can't. It's like I can put it in the top 5, yes. But there's better.
Yeah, I can put it I could put it in my top 10 probably. But definitely in top 5 if you're talking about Western animated series. Probably in the top 3 for me.
I was about to say, if we're just talking about Western shows, top 3, and there's an argument you can make that it's the best.
I could, yeah. I mean, I could probably make that argument, but in the world,
that's when I usually say for Western TV shows, not even animated, top 5. Period.
I really like the Teen Titans, though. That was
shit.
good.
Teen Titans is good.
I'd still put Avatar.
Week finale hurts Titans though. Week finale hurts Titans.
Yeah, I'd put Avatar above Teen Titans. Like,
yeah.
When I think of competitors to Avatar, I mean, I'm sure there's others, but just off the top of my head, it's got to be Batman the Animated Series. Just off the top of my head. Y'all
may disagree with me, but what hurts Avatar is the Legend of Korra.
That didn't exist. That never happened.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. You can't lump Korra. You can't lump Korra
the
into
community at large loves it though, like debatably
listen,
more than Last Airbender, which is like
more than
insane. It's insane. No, I'm saying it's insane that is the general consensus.
Democracy was a mistake.
I personally, okay, so
burn the whole country down.
I watched Korra when it came out. I have not gone back and rewatched it since. It's on my list to rewatch with fresh eyes.
She felt like a 32-year-old woman just learning all the airbending and stuff.
Finding out she's still lesbian.
If people are saying
I love this show.
if the community really believes Korra is better than Last Airbender, I want to start a revolution to reinstate the monarchy.
I've heard people say they like Korra more than Airbender, and I'm just like,
what the fuck?
Those people are on heroin.
I mean, listen,
I've heard darker themes be brought up, and it's like it's not darker themes. They just do things more mature. It's not darker themes. Right?
It's
right?
darker.
They implement that.
It's better. Yay!
Well, it didn't. They use it, but they didn't invent it. Like the show invented bloodbending, so it's like Korra didn't.
Yo, this whole it's darker, therefore it's better thing. What are we, a bunch of fucking edgy teenagers?
There was one darker thing in it, and that was the bloodbending. The rest of it felt even more lighthearted.
I would say the death of the Earth Queen, but even that is censored by Nickelodeon to where it's not like so terrible. It's just the implied, but still like. But they mean like the themes, like the politics and the equalists and the Red Lotus and all that stuff, and it's just like. I like Amon. I like Amon. I like Zahir, right? But it's also just like,
Do you like Kavira?
Kavira is okay. Like I said, I need to rewatch it. I like the ideas of a lot of them, except
hold up. What were you gonna say, Daily?
I was about to say, do you like Unalak?
Not Unalak. No one likes Unalak.
No one likes Unalak.
Who's the chick that Korra ends up with at the end?
Asami.
Oh god, I completely fucking forgot they turned her on lesbo.
Let's jump into this. I don't have a problem with the lesbian relationship.
In a
I
kids
have-
cartoon, I do though.
I have a problem that this shit came out of fucking nowhere.
Yes.
For no
100%.
reason. Yeah, it was just like, oh,
It was-
lesbian relationship.
To do it so that they could say that they did it. And
Right. Well, people were really shipping Korra and Asami before
that's
they
the thing. It's
did
like
it, right? And I
people
think that's
ship
why they chose
everybody.
to.
People ship
Right.
everybody. That
Like-
shouldn't mean it needs to become
to
I mean,
give
I've
like,
been shipping Wizard and Sturgis for 6 months, and it's still
Whoa!
the fans at
I've
large.
been shipped with someone on this panel, but no,
I think
I've
I've
denied it,
complained about this before to you, right, Wizard? Where my
Yeah.
complaint was that she's going so hard for that one guy. She
Mako.
home wrecks the relationship, gets
Mhm.
him, then decides she is like disgusted by him, breaks
Yeah.
his heart, and steals his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it's fucking-
and Mako does nothing for the rest of the show.
He just
It's
cries
fucked.
about it, right?
He gives up. He's like, I'm okay with it.
yo, when you put it like that, that's fucking hilarious.
And it was it was Mako, the character they named after Iroh's dead voice actor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They cuffed him, bro. Come on now, you can't do that.
Legit.
oh,
He was like, I'm okay with you guys dating. Can
That's
I sit in a
hilarious.
chair
You think
though?
so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all have
Oh.
a chair with a hole in the bottom of it for me, please?
Dog, that's
Sad corner chairs.
that's fucking crazy.
So yeah, so Korra has its problems. A lot of
Yeah,
it
but
was
to me, it falls right on the shoulders of Last Airbender, man. Like it
No, but you
really
don't- it
stains it
doesn't-
for me.
it does
No.
to me like because I haven't watched Korra since it came out, right? To me, Avatar is a closed book. It's literally like nothing before. Like the comics don't ruin Airbender.
Wizard,
for
but
me.
it's not.
But okay, hold up. So I like Korra for what it is. And there's certain aspects of Korra that I've come to appreciate more as time's gone on. But it is a vastly inferior product to The Last Airbender. I mean,
we're not arguing. I'm saying
and-
Cynic's saying that Korra drags Airbender down.
no,
It
because
does.
rating.
It crabs
you-
in the bucket.
It does not.
You can watch The Last Airbender, and you can just stop right there.
Here's the problem,
Exactly.
though. Like, in my head, I want more Airbender, and then I go,
Mhm.
"Fuck."
You want
It's
the Earth
Korra.
you want the Earth Kingdom Avatar.
No,
I would have
Um,
loved that.
see,
Yeah,
yeah.
give me that one.
see what they're doing.
Give me
Remember,
the Kyoshi
Jester.
story. Give me the Kyoshi
Yeah.
Well, there
Airbender
is.
story.
It's in a book. You can
Yeah.
read the Kyoshi story. You can
I'm-
read Yang
I
Chen.
want
You
to
can
watch
read.
it. I don't want to. What am I, a nerd? I don't
read
Aren't
want
they
to
gonna make an animated?
They're
version
also
of it?
going to make. They're going to make an animated Kyoshi movie.
Hell
um,
yeah, one for the gays. That's not
again-
Korra.
Yeah, we can get it. Yeah, the gays can get another avatar another woman avatar.
Man, Avatar.
And
Where's
get Yang Chen so that because she actually marries a guy, so it's like just
We're the straight
relationships.
avatars, right?
Straight-
Holy shit.
Yeah, straight avatar is a win.
Based
So,
avatar.
Remember, they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do that new show, which is going to it's going to be the new Earth Avatar.
Yep.
Rumored is it's supposed to be in the modern times /
Yep.
even cyberpunk.
Whoa, cyber really?
What?
Yeah,
Whoa,
I've
whoa,
heard
whoa, whoa!
Cyberpunk
But wasn't
is
that what
around.
Korra was already?
No,
No,
Korra was the 20s.
It was steampunk, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
industrial.
cyberpunk and steampunk are two different things.
I know that, but but it's still like.
So Korra introduces the concept of the spirit vine energy that is used in the finale and such. I think that's what's going to
I agree.
spearhead into straight past
agree.
modern day into cyberpunk.
Okay,
I
now
feel
wait a minute. Hold
sick
up.
to my
See,
stomach.
now I
And
don't think
I've heard cyberpunk get mentioned in the rumors too.
I don't think they ought to go ahead and skip to cyberpunk. I think they ought to do modern day, and then when they do a fire avatar series, they do
Then do
cyberpunk.
cyberpunk.
Yeah,
I
I
think they
think-
should just go ahead, Dalish.
I think it'll work with the Earthbender avatar. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I think the cyberpunk could work because if you think about it, in Korra, it's already still farther along than modern day, right? Like it feels
Yeah,
kind
the
of
steampunk atmosphere. Yeah.
so to time skip to a more modern day for them would be, in a sense, a bit more cyberpunky, a bit more like AI, I guess, or
My
robotic.
problem with all of this is that the bending would take place of technology, right?
Yeah,
Like
they're
Well,
Can
literally
you
like
bend
that's where it bothers
electricity?
me.
But see,
you
Yeah.
unlock.
that could be a
you
conflict for the plot, though. Like, oh, it's
That was
like,
that was already sort of a conflict in Korra, wasn't it?
yeah, but they didn't really emphasize it. I
So
mean,
we just
See,
rinse
the
and repeat?
avatar will unlock the 5th bending, the gun.
The gun.
gun bending.
We'll just
I'm a
have
gun
the-
bender.
We'll have the Glock.
No, but could someone bend electricity? Like, think
They-
about like
Yeah,
with
they
the.
could bend
Well, the
They can
firebenders
bend
already
lightning.
could.
So
Yeah,
Okay, well there
if-
we go. That's cool.
Okay, so if we get into the pushes up glasses, so in
Jesus
Avatar,
Christ. Tips Fedora.
they're bending lightning, right? In Korra, they're bending electricity
Yeah,
because
6 of one, half
because
a
it's
dozen of
more of
another.
the sparks that they get. You can watch especially if you watch like Mako shocking like Amon, he's not bending lightning because he's not charging it up. He's just pointing his fingers and stuff is happening. So he's bending electricity. So
He's rubbing
in
his feet
the-
together with socks on the
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
cardboard.
running around with wool socks.
static
Is this guy a
shock.
Sith Lord?
So yeah. So Tevin the Lore Seeker says there's Fire Island's War movie prior to the Fire Lord being made. So like old lore. And then also, yes, the adult team Avatar movie, where everyone's fan fictions and shipping and fan art cannot be breaking the law. And everyone but well,
Wait a minute, hold up. Did we ever find out who Toph married?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I thought she was just
Well,
out there like
so-
fucking bitches, you know?
So
wow.
she says the one guy's name who was Lynn's dad. She says that. And it was the other sister. Her dad is not known. People joke and assume it's Sokka.
It's not Sokka. It's not
but-
Sokka.
I thought people thought maybe she had a baby with Sokka.
Yeah, people think that it's Sokka.
If it was Sokka,
Everyone
Tara or somebody would have brought it up in Korra. at some
everyone
point.
sleeps on the number 1 Toph ship, and that's her and the Duke. Because that's actually in the show, if you pay attention. Do you remember I think it's called the Took or the something like that. Like the ship is called that. But like that does happen if you pay attention. The Duke. Remember the Duke?
This is the first time hearing about this ship. Really?
Yeah. So if you the invasion of the part 1 on the Day of Black Sun, he gives her the helmet to throw up in, and then at the finale they hug, and that's it.
Yeah, but I've given chicks jackets and hugged them.
But I'm saying
and
like
didn't
that's like
fuck
but I'm
later.
saying as far as like shipping goes, like
But by
that's
God, if you
as
steal my
much-
sweatpants, we're fucking.
that's
Sorry.
that's as much as
Wow.
Toph gets besides Sokka. So it's like
I need to know if
Yeah.
he gave her
Listen,
his
yeah, we don't-
sweatpants.
we never know what happened to the Sokka Suki. Yeah, Sokka and Suki break up in the comics, sort of. Well, no, they
Sad.
Mei and
Yeah,
Zuko
that's
break up
fucked.
in the comics. Sokka and Suki just are like together, and then in Korra they're just kind of not. And then Suki also sorts of flirts with Zuko when the Kyoshi Warriors are like hired to protect the Fire Lord. It's really weird.
I'm a very
bald
simple.
bitch.
I'm a very simple man. She gives me a slice of pizza. I give her a baby.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
All right,
That's
let's-
logical.
It is logical. I'm glad you concur.
So back to
I wish more
live
men were
action.
like that.
Back to live action Avatar. Toph has been cast for season 2. Mia Check, I believe, has been cast
She
as Toph.
looks
and
like
Avatar
she can
Last
see
season
too
2.
much. Not blind enough.
So
Yo.
people, if you right here,
Hashtag not my Toph.
the first
Fucking
thing,
same, bitch.
no hate to this girl at all. God cast disabled actors as disabled characters. It's not that hard.
Are we serious about this? Like,
Just hire Helen Keller. Like, come on, get that bitch out of the grave.
Yeah.
hey, look,
Um,
no. I'm from Alabama, and I'm telling you, Helen Keller was a lying bitch. Go back and there's
Wow.
videos of
Well,
her.
so is
She's
this
a lying
seeing-eyed
bitch.
bitch, okay? She's gonna go play a blind chick? Mm-mm. I'm kidding. Oh my god.
She-
I'm sure
look,
she'll
what
do
you-
great.
I don't think
I
you
mean-
need to be blind
No.
to play Toph,
No,
unless you
she
were.
needs to be blind. I'm
You
kidding.
think so?
She needs
But
to
you
also be
just
able to.
imagine her-
She needs to be able to see with her feet in Earthbend.
I mean,
So-
there
so-
are blind actresses out there, so like, why not? You know?
Well,
yeah,
it's
but
like
are they Asian?
Charlie Cox
Mm.
isn't blind, and he
That's
plays
the problem.
Daredevil, right?
Well, I guess go blind him. He
That's
can't
what I was
play
about to
Daredevil
say.
with them eyes.
but,
No, I'm
but
kidding.
he did
Oh,
take
shit.
like blind classes to like learn how to.
Blind
blind
classes.
Yes, blind classes. It's acting classes, right? You got to be able to like.
Hello,
'cause-
blind man on the street. Could you teach me how to walk blind with a
Um,
cane?
It
Holy
happened
shit.
with Little House on the Prairie too, even back in the 70s. The idea is like because
No.
you have to not move your eyes and still like talk and emote without moving your eyes, because like blind people.
Oh, they're gonna
don't know.
CGI. They're gonna do
No.
CGI on their eyes.
Well, yeah, with her,
Well-
they're either gonna do white contacts or CGI the eyes just clouded. Or
They're
something.
already doing like weird. That was another thing I had was like the ADR voices that they do on the live action. It's so fucking weird. It feels like I'm watching an old fucking kung fu movie.
So,
So-
besides her not being blind, which we can fix that if you really want
Oh.
to.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I've got knives and stuff.
She's a
She does look. I mean, you put her in the clothes and everything in the costume.
well.
She does look like Toph.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so. She looks like
So
she's
they-
the same size and everything. I agree.
So they did give us a little preview of.
She better be short as fuck though, or I'm gonna be
Mm.
pissed.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Fair.
give us a little preview of it when they announced. This came
Wow,
alongside the
rocks.
casting.
Wow, right.
Oh yeah, because she earthbends Dawn. Oh my god.
Yo,
Dumb.
these
I wasn't gonna
graphics.
say shit.
These graphics for the new Final Fantasy look amazing.
Ooh. Y'all like feet?
No,
Hey.
I think feet are
Foot fetish.
fucking disgusting.
Me too.
Wear socks
Yeah,
in bed,
that's really
girl.
all you kind of get.
Wait, they don't. Oh, come on.
We
now.
only
Look,
get to
this
see
is-
her toes. That's
This
fucked
is gonna
up.
sound weird, but I think her feet fit because she had like them like short.
She had them
stubby
hammer
feet.
toes. I know.
Yeah.
God, I'd hate to see your internet history.
So,
Oh, pal.
Oh,
That's a
buddy.
lot
He
of.
didn't even deny it. Yo,
It's a lot of weird stuff and conspiracy theories for the government. I'm on
Yeah,
a watch
so-
list.
I'm hyped. I might watch it. Not the porn. The
No, you
the
said what you said. You
Airbender.
can't- no,
I-
you said what you said.
So that's the other thing with season 2 in general. They have a new showrunner, and season 2 is arguably their best season. It depends on like
How can you say that?
it depends on how you want to stack up the finale, because the finale is the finale, and so it's
Yeah.
like final seasons are always.
Oh,
kinda
you're talking about
elevated
the
by that.
episodes that are coming up.
Yeah, like the
Okay,
yeah. Season 2 Avatar cartoon is pretty high up there, right? It's a really good
Yeah.
season. So like I said, they got some better kind of stuff to work with, and we haven't seen season 2 done live action yet. We've seen the movie was doing season 1, right? So then we saw season 1 of the live action show. It's like, okay, we've seen a lot of this except for like the things that were different. And so it'll be interesting with you have Ba Sing Se, you have all that stuff. So
Can I make a suggestion as far as actors and actresses go? Can we please recast Azula?
Oh my god, she looks terrible, right?
There is
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but listen. I neither feel fear nor do I get a boner when I look at this Azula.
Jesper, I don't know how to tell you this, but both Azulas are minors.
Wait a minute. No, Azula ain't a minor, is she?
Show Azula's
Wait.
like cartoon
made-
Azula's like 15 or 14.
She's 15 years old?
Yeah, let me look up the canon, because so you got to look at the canon ages, right? She's
Why
younger
does
than
May
Zuko.
look like how she looks, by the way.
Yeah,
She's,
May,
wait,
May
hold
is
on.
not.
Hold on, I got it. I pulled it up.
May
ready?
is not good.
Oh God.
I think May is debatably worse.
Here it is right
14
here.
years old.
Aang,
She's
Aang, the main character is-
14.
Aang is 12.
This
Technically 112.
Oh,
Katara is
wow.
14. Toph is 12. Azula's 14. Sokka's 15. Zuko's 16. Korra is 17. Bookyan turns 18.
course
Um,
38.
Wait a
So-
minute. Hold up. I thought Wait,
Okay, let's see your search history. Just
I
kidding.
thought. Oh God, I thought that Zuko and Azula were both older than the main character.
There is an older one, but I don't know
I mean,
who it is.
Zuko is older. Like he's older a little bit, but like
Yeah, but
Azula's
I thought like they were.
Isn't that what's
eight,
supposed to be fucked up about
Yeah,
the
like,
show? Is
I
kids
thought
fighting
I
wars?
thought they were like late teens.
Well,
early-
Aang is technically an old fucking man.
yeah.
He was just kept in the freezer.
No. Too many people have justified the lolly
still a
stuff with that
baby.
logic. Don't you do that?
Yeah.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying.
So yeah. So anyway, the characters are minors.
Well,
That's
There-
why the
excuse me. I have to have a chat with Jesus. I have to get a few
that's
things
why
right.
the live act or that's why the new the show where they're all or the movie or whatever they're all gonna be adults. That's why we're a-okay with that because everything is guilt free after that comes out.
Well,
I will say the girl who
regardless,
plays Azula is cute as fuck, though.
the-
I mean, she is a pretty
Yeah,
young
she's
lady.
she's adorable. She's not
Yeah.
sadistic.
Well, I'm jerking off over Iroh. I don't know about you guys.
I-
I've been flicking my bean over Iroh
And that's
for a
why
good
the
hour
Lord
now.
continues to give us June.
I think about him making me a hot cup of tea, and I just, I bust, you know?
I was unaware of their actual ages. I don't know what your excuse is, Cynic.
Mine? What are you talking about?
You said
I'm
she was
sitting
cute.
over jerking. Yeah, she's a cute girl.
Yeah, like
She's a
adorable.
very pretty young lady, like adorable.
You can't say that. You have to call them ugly because they're underage. Didn't
Like-
you know that?
No,
Like
no,
I
ma'am.
said-
Fuck that.
What
The Lord
I know,
continues.
right?
So this is June. The Lord continues to give us June. And we're okay with that. The adult,
Who is
one of the
this?
adults on the show. This is June with the mole that tracks people. You know, the bounty hunter.
Oh yeah,
June.
she looks fucked though. Her face looks like it got hammered.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
the-
touching that.
Oh, she's not as hot.
I'm not touching
But she's
that.
hot.
Well,
but like you
I mean,
you just can never
animated-
be
I
as
mean,
hot as
animated.
cartoons, right?
I mean, animated June is pretty good, but
Like she just looks like she would slurp up your dick in the way
Yeah.
the other one wouldn't.
It looks like she would be very rude afterwards.
Yeah.
He looks like.
Right?
she
Yeah,
would be-
I'm just saying,
she-
like, if you want Azula, June is like 25% evil of that. So-
June looks to me like she would talk shit to me after sucking my dick, and I won't know what I'm supposed to do.
I wish I could
June-
participate in these conversations.
June looks like to me the type of person. She looks like the type of woman that if you go to bed with her, she's going to end up being the man.
I'll tell you exactly what she looks like. Dead serious. Sorry, Wizard, you can't compete. You can't discuss this. She looks like the type of girl who would give you a blowjob, get up, and go spit it in the sink. That's exactly what she looks like.
Folks,
A
listen.
quitter?
Listen.
No, that's disrespectful. I'm like, look here, honey. I gave you a gift.
Swallowing is a
Spitters are
requirement. Swallowing is a
Like,
requirement.
why does this gift taste so bad?
Swan says she's
pineapple for a week.
unsubscribing
I
to you,
didn't
Jessica.
know. I didn't
Anyway,
know.
speaking of minors, as the Toph actress is 17, no, there's
Yeah,
nothing in
she
here that
looks
really.
older than, or
Wait.
she's older than she looks.
She's 17.
She's older than she looks. It's
Well,
She
all
looks
the,
Asian,
13
so.
for reals.
yeah, you're gonna get that. I mean, who knows? Well, this is 2021, so no, this is like she's probably like 15, 14 or 15. But no, so she was in like Are You Afraid of the Dark, the recent one, and Astronauts, which I don't know about, but you know, except so it's like she's kind of coming off of like, you know, she was in A Great Divide.
Don't know
Great Divide.
any of these. But she
American
was
Horror,
in them.
American Horror Story.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Was she? Hold on. Who's she play?
550.
So
Amy
this is
Chen?
episode Amy Chen, Chapter 4, 2016.
Oh, that was I think the other, like the spinoff show they did.
Arrow. American Housewife. I watched that, but I don't remember who she was in that.
Gay.
Santa Claus's Young Rock. I remember that, but I don't remember Bad Cindy. So yeah. Anyway, so she's cast as Toph, and hopefully they can, with the new showrunner, better thinking, can figure
So,
out right. Like with the,
Who's the new showrunner?
I don't know who the new showrunner is. Let me find.
You've got Google. The
I know.
fuck?
I'm looking it up.
Duh. Fuck.
No,
Yeah,
they
look
need
at
to
this
read.
guy.
In all
Did you look
seriousness,
up the fuck?
please don't show that on screen. That will be
Yeah,
the
don't
end of
do
your
that. Those are don't click images after you type that. It's gonna be fucked up.
We're
So
teaching him. We're learning him a few things.
in all,
We're
in all serious
learning.
in all seriousness though, and no offense to the actress that plays Azula, but
Mhm,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Okay.
man. Like she does not. She like. Does anyone take that version of Azula seriously?
No. Matter of fact, I had to the first time I watched it, I had to Google it and be like, "Who's the Azula actress?" Because I was like, "Who's this new person?" But she comes off too bubbly and sweet
Yeah,
instead of filled with piss and vinegar.
yeah. Like I want to be terrified. Like
And
Yeah,
another one is how they wrote Azula is that she's
I'll
like
be right back.
they're not setting her up as like perfect and a prodigy and all this. It's more like I'm pushing back on Ozai and stuff like that. Where I'm just like okay, like for one, she should never have been in this season whatsoever. She should have been for one scene, and that was the end of the first season,
as
like
much
she
as
is in the show and in
as
the movie.
as much as I do like this show overall, and I did like this season. Azula is the one Achilles heel. Like she is the one
Yeah.
thing that every time she's on screen, instantly I'm taken out of the show. Like instantly, it just takes me out of the show.
She's training with a bow and arrow for some reason when she would just be like the best firebender ever. And the whole point is that Zuko can fight with swords because he learned that skill, right? And that will help him. But Azula does not have that ability. She is strictly Fire Nation, right? Fire, and she has like martial arts, but like otherwise, like So it says
Zuko
here.
should have kissed Katara. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Now that being said, on the other hand,
so the showrunner,
I like this version of. Hold up. I like this version of Fire Lord Ozai better.
Better?
Yeah.
Well, you're getting more of him.
I think that this version of Fire Lord Ozai is a superior character to the one in the animated series. And I know that's gonna be blasphemy, but let's be real. Ozai in the animated show, all he was a goal. That's it. He's like Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild. He's there to be defeated. He's there to give the heroes something to aim for. But in the live action version, he feels like more of a fleshed out character.
So it says
he definitely
here that
feels more like a badass.
Kim stepped down as the showrunner and remained as executive producer, while co-executive producer Christine Boylan and executive producer Jabbar Rassani would become showrunners for the second and third. So they're new showrunners, but they're not like not attached to the like the past project of the show. So yeah, so Ozai I liked some things about him. I didn't. So I like Ozai being in shadow or off screen. I get why they maybe should, because that's the other thing is this live action show I feel like was made for fans of the cartoon and not for newcomers to the franchise, right?
Oh, I disagree. I think it was made for both.
No, I think it was because if you look at a lot of the things about, I think they tried to, but there's definitely like stuff that was meant to thrown in there to appeal to the cartoon fans, where it was like making the show good was what would have been fine. But it's just stuff like Azula already sowing the seeds of her like changing, not really changing sides, but like going crazy. But maybe it's like her changing sides, right? Who knows? Or they might try to redeem Azula in the live action show. Who knows?
See that's not the take I got from it. I think they're going to end up doing this. Like I don't think Azula is going to become one of the good guys. I don't see that happening. I think Azula is going to get to the point where her loyalty and her devotion to Ozai becomes secondary to her own ambition. And so she is going to end up being on only one person's side, and that's her own. She may end up betraying Ozai, but she's not going to turn to the good guys.
See, I just don't like that. Like, I just don't like her at all. Like betraying her father, right? Like that's the whole point, is that she's lives and breathes Fire Nation, right? Like Xiao can be the kind of traitor type snake.
No, but
like
she's not betraying the Fire Nation. Like she's
betraying
her
the Fire Lord is betraying the Fire Nation. They've established that. Like Zuko betrays the Fire Nation when he betrays the Fire Lord. Like that's
the point of the Fire Lord burning the fuck out of Zuko is to put his kids in their place, you know? So like I would for one want to be Daddy's favorite, which is what she's doing. And
Azula always was, and then it's just like, I don't know, like her being like oh, I've already trained enough and all, and like I said,
Azula literally goes crazy in the animated series, man. Like she literally flips her shit and goes off. And I don't see this one doing that.
Exactly.
Well, if you
she's already found the thing of like, it doesn't matter if I'm perfect, right? Like that's basically what she tells Ozai. Whereas in the first,
she could literally lightning bend.
She could, in her first appearance of the show proper, you know, she's a hair out of place, and she's like almost isn't good enough and does it again, right? Like that it's a completely different like motivation in the live action than in the
It is, but that doesn't mean that it can't work.
Yeah, but then you're not adapting Azula though, is the thing. Like
you were literally just detracting Azula, and now you're like sweeping for Jessica.
I never detracted Azula.
No, Jessica did.
No. I'm detracting the choice of actress, but I'm talking about from the writing standpoint. So here's the thing: go back to the scene in the live action where you have the duel between Ozai and Zuko.
Yeah,
when Zuko gets
I don't like that duel either.
I love that duel. It's fucking terrifying. Ozai's terrifying in that.
It's cooler in the cartoon.
No, man, because like he's testing Zuko. He's like, I want you to be merciless. Hurt me, Zuko. I want you to be merciless. And he doesn't do it. And he's like, man, okay, you're not going to learn this lesson, so I'm going to teach you the hard way. Boom, scar on the face. Now, pay attention when he scars Zuko. Look at Azula's expression. In the animated series, she's smiling. Like she's getting a kick out of it. All right.
Yeah, she's happy. She likes seeing him get fucked with and fail.
But in the live action, she actually looks kind of shocked. And I don't think it's because she feels sympathy for Zuko. I think she's starting to realize, okay, wait a minute. If Dad would do that to Zuko, he might do that to me. So I need to go ahead and start planning to take over this bitch just in case.
I agree. It's dumb.
Yeah, that's Azula is like already the daddy's girl by the time she's like 5 in the flashback.
I like her smirking because it makes you think, oh, okay, if Azula was in Zuko's place, she would have fought back. She wouldn't have.
Yeah, she would have fucked him up.
Yep.
Yeah, or like and so like even like when you watch reactors reacting that, you see Azula first, right? You see her in that flashback, and before you ever get an inkling of who she is, people kind of like suspect, like, is this the princess? Like all this, like who is, or just did you see that girl smiling? That's fucked up, right? But like, and then you see her in the finale, and you're like, oh man, this is her, right? And then you see her in the Avatar State season 2 episode 1, and then you're like, oh, this is like, you know, this is she's a problem, right? And then Azula is built up as like, this is a problem, this is a problem. I just feel like in the live action, it's just you're already feeling the sympathy for Azula that you're supposed to feel like in like season 3's finale. I'm just like, it's just
I didn't feel any sympathy for her in the live action version.
Not even in the bikini episode when she goes out with her friends and like
no the live action.
Oh, the live action. Yeah. Okay, my bad.
No. I didn't feel any sympathy for her. I just think she's going to be more of a. I think she's going to be more of a cold, calculating political type in the live action. I think she's going to be more. I think she's going to be
a cold Azula. A cold Azula that has shown fear on camera does not work, Jessica. I'm sorry.
I agree with the fact that it seems like what he was saying was that she might stray from like her dad, right? Like,
Yeah.
I could see that for the live action with the way that you're describing it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna I think we're gonna get Game of Thrones essentially, except
that's-
it's Game of Volcanoes and the Fire
It's
Nation.
really what they wanted this to be, was the Game of Thrones with an IP.
I think she's gonna overthrow Dad. Like, imagine he goes to burn down the Earth Kingdom, and then she's back in the Fire Nation, and she's getting all these advisors and these
But
top
then she's
people.
Is she banishing them though, Jessica?
No. She's gonna get all these advisors. She because remember he wanted to become a Phoenix King. He wanted to become Phoenix King. She was going to be Fire Lord. But I think what you could see is a situation where he's headed out to burn down the Earth Kingdom, and she's back in the Fire Nation. And we're going to see, like, throughout season 2 and season 3, she's shoring up like all these advisors and the royal court and whatever. And she's getting all these people on her side so that when Daddy comes back home after he's defeated the Avatar, she's got the entire Fire Nation political structure backing her. And it's like, okay, Daddy, you're not going to be...
They're not going to turn on Ozai. You're crazy.
You're
not even for the daughter.
You're not going to be the Phoenix King. I'm the Phoenix Queen. All right?
Oh, okay. No, Jessica, what you're describing, for one, is a complete departure to the cartoon. The one thing that I don't like when the Netflix Avatar does
I feel it's more
completely
likely
changes everything.
It's not going to be the same as the cartoon. That's why it's an adaptation.
And that's what I don't
Yeah,
want.
but there's some plot points that you have to stay true
you gotta
to.
hit them. Like, I want to see the things
there's
that I
certain
know in
notes
live
that you
action.
have to
It's not
hit.
about like, give
If
me
you
the
ever-
characters. It's like,
Jessica,
no, I
have you
wanna
ever
see
been to a
Azula
concert?
figure it out.
You ever been to a concert before? I'm sure you have. You live
Yes.
in. All right. And the band plays the song. It's a live adaptation of it, and it's the same song, right? But they change like the intro or whatever, but the drop, right, or the chorus is exactly the same because that's what makes the song. It's the same way with a live action adaptation. There's certain notes that you have to hit.
That's not always true, though. If you look,
Then you're not adapting it. Then you're just
Yeah, you're
just
changing it.
no,
you're
hold on.
changing it.
Look at something like the Walking Dead, for example. There was a number of changes from the comic books.
And people fucking hated them. And I probably would
not
have hated
always,
them too.
Not always.
And I probably would have too, but I did not even know about the comic books until after I started seeing the show.
All right, so you know the character of Carol, right?
Mm-hmm.
She dies super early in the comic books.
Yeah, and people for the longest time
Not
hated that
that
Carol became a
early.
girl boss.
Are you kidding me? Carol's great in the show.
I think she's great, but I heard people when the show was super popular going, well, Carol shouldn't even be in it right now. Why is she this girl boss that's like going to take over for everything? And this was before the, MCU stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And then like Rick and Michonne don't end up together in the comics.
We can point to the MCU as an example, right? To Jesker's point, the MCU will adapt things from the books, but they will change things and kind of mesh other runs together from decades apart and make a whole new thing with it. But if you're going to do that, you have to make sure that your characters hit certain points that makes them the characters. That's why when you get a character who is completely different, like a Captain Marvel, we are like, okay, what the heck are we even doing anymore? You didn't adapt that character, right?
Yeah,
So
you just
sometimes,
changed it.
Let me ask you guys this then. Let's say that in a what if universe, talking about the animated continuity, let's say in a what if scenario, Ozai killed Aang, he becomes Phoenix King, Azula is the Fire Lord. Do we really think that at some point Azula would not contemplate overthrowing her father and taking his place?
I figured she probably would, but I mean, it's just not there.
But
it's not. Yeah, it's not. There's nothing besides her
That's
being
headcanon.
like. Yeah.
no, but what I'm saying is, would it be so out of left field for the character to do that at some point?
No. I agree with you there, but at the same time, you're making your own headcanon which
So-
isn't adapting
No,
a show.
I'm saying if it's not out of left field for her to do something like that, then it's part of her nature. So if she ends up doing something like that in the live action adaptation, it's not out of her nature.
It's
like,
not out of her. So okay, here's the thing, Jessica. The comic books that are canon to the show, they do a plot where there is like a secret of like Ozai supporters, right? And Azula
Yes.
leads the Ozai supporters to put him back on the throne, basically. It's not a like I'm gonna usurp Zuko and I'm gonna become Fire Lord. It's like Ozai is gonna become Fire Lord because Ozai had his grand plan and all this, and then
does she know that he's lost his firebending?
I don't think any of them do, but it's
No.
hard to remember.
Okay. What if she found out he lost his firebending?
So there's that. To Jesker's point, if you wanted to tie a part of her story that would make sense on why she would betray Ozai, is the Zuko Alone episode where Azulon is yelling at Ozai about how like you dare suggest I betray Iroh, my firstborn. And then the fires go and then Zuko leaves, but she stays and watches through the curtain, right? She's going to see her father get yelled at by the Fire Lord, right? And
Right.
so like she's watching it with a smirk and a smile and is ready for it. So there is that where, you could argue that she doesn't have ties to Ozai specifically. It's to the power of the Fire Lord. And that
Right.
if she were to be like, who knows, right? But at the same time, like Cynic says, it is headcanon to kind of like go for that.
Keep in mind as well that when her grandfather died, she told Zuko she was nonchalant about it.
Yeah, and last night Grandpa passed away.
Yeah.
And then also about her mom leaving too. She was extra like, who's gonna stop me, Mom?
Why wouldn't she also be that way towards her dad?
Yeah.
I think there's like a thought here that she actually has some like genuine love for her father. I don't think Azula loves anybody
Besides Chan.
Well, no, I don't think Azula. Not that she's incapable of love, but she has no proper understanding of love.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's ever been able to. She has the potential to love, but she's never.
She has the potential to love because you see that in her hallucination in the finale. When she's like, when her fake mom's telling her that she loves her, right, and she's breaking down from that.
But she's never been able to properly establish that that sort of connection with somebody. So I don't think that she has loved anyone, even though she has the potential to. You see what I'm saying? Like her idea of love is like really, really screwed up.
So, yeah, we're gonna move on. I think we've covered everything that we can with the live action Avatar.
I was just letting y'all go at it. Just let y'all.
We did hit. Well, if we wanted to keep going, I guess we could hit things really fast. Boomy was terrible. Changing Boomy's motivation made it more grounded and real, but it was stupid.
I hated the original Fire Lord from 100 years ago. He was supposed to be some big badass that conquered the world, and he just seemed like some fucking happy little Chinese grandpa. It was annoying.
So Sozin, was just all like, we got. They didn't really establish the comet all that well. He was just like, we have the comet, and we're powerful now.
And even he was just like, he didn't fit some badass. He was like a 2 foot tall, like some dude that would sell me some really good fucking fried rice.
Did you see what he did to those airbenders?
Yeah,
what he did, what he did was badass. Wait, hold on. Not
all he did was hold his hand out.
Yeah, that was it.
He roasted Gyatso.
Yeah, and it was like in a fire tornado, wasn't it?
He blew fire at him.
He blew fire at him.
But
that's my point, though, Jesker. Like it didn't feel right. This little happy grandpa dude being some tough guy. I think the
And
character. I think the casting on that was
Yoda's a
shit.
tiny little green thing, and he's one of the most badass characters in
Yeah, but
fiction.
he
What are you
becomes
talking
Happy
about?
Grandpa
Hot
later,
take?
though. He becomes
Hot
Happy
take.
Grandpa later.
Yoda's a faggot.
Whoa, wait.
Yo,
That was the one rule,
Yes!
Cynic. That was the one rule that you agreed to.
Yo.
So now you're in timeout now.
Oh no.
We agreed, no slurs.
Yo.
Anyway, no, and so Sozin was he was fine.
It wasn't the Yoda thing. It was the slur.
Yeah, like I'm not
sorry.
those
Sorry
YouTube
about the
comes down
slur.
on you. Comes down on you
Sorry
for
about
that.
I apologize.
I got 50 I got 53 subs. You can't rock the boat.
You got 54.
Oh, I gotta change the counter then. No, so
Dog, I can't believe you said that about Yoda.
I was never a big fan of Yoda, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, he meant that in the 1970s. We mean that to mean stupid way, not in the modern day.
I mean it as like he's a
No,
cigarette.
he's
I
being
thought he was made up.
homophobic.
Jesus, Daily.
Stop burning gay flags over there, Cynic.
Anyway, we want to move on.
Yoda. The whole thing about Yoda is that
Don't get him started on Star Wars. You see what happened?
He looks unimpressive, but that's why when he's revealed to be so powerful, that's
Quit
when
hand
it's
clapping,
shocking.
Jessica. You're not an old black lady, okay?
Well, I was gonna
Calm
say
down, buddy.
too when we were
He's
talking about
making his point.
when we were talking about Korra and shipping, I was gonna say like there's never been a movie that has made the ship canon based on fans shipping it, based like Raylo. But anyway, I don't want to get him started on Raylo.
Look, I'm just, like I said, I was just never a Yoda fan. I thought he was cool, but I wasn't like super impressed in the prequels when he came out jumping and flipping around. I was like, cool, whatever, move on. Sorry.
I'm just.
I understand.
Anyway,
like
speaking of,
I'm a Star Trek guy anyway. So
speaking of, that's
Yikes.
Star Trek is pretty bad. Star Trek is bad.
I like both.
Star Trek is. The,
I don't hate Star Wars. I just prefer
Star Trek is the Green Ranger flute of.
Jesus Christ!
Yo, somebody kick Wizard.
Yeah,
I cannot.
dude,
I'm in charge.
Wait till
Here
he gives me a
I
stream
am
key.
God.
Wait till he gives me a stream key. He's in some trouble.
Oh, you ain't getting no stream key now, Mr. Essler. Anyway,
my bad, dude. I completely forgot.
To talk about another stream that's good because it has me on it. Jesker may recognize this. This is his stream. Just like a few weeks ago.
How'd you get this found footage?
Because I said something here when I was talking. Shout out to Extra Hero, by the way.
See,
My boy.
oh my, they had crazy skills.
When I woke up one day and realized that Sucker Punch, who made Ghost of Tsushima, should be making an Avatar: The Last Airbender game right now, set during the 100 years that Aang was in the iceberg, so you're not the Avatar, you can be like a different bender, and like, or if you are an Avatar, if you're set with the years before, like one of the other avatars prior.
Because if they made the game, you know how these people think. They think, oh no, you have to have the character be the main thing.
Yeah, so you would have the different stances that you unlock throughout the game in Ghost of Tsushima, but they're actually different bending styles for the Avatar game. So you'd start with like if you're a water type person, you'd start with the water bending, and just that with like hyper realistic graphics, the music that Ghost of Tsushima had, the overall look, and with all the different animals that Avatar has, but you can actually like hunt them or whatever. They're there. Like it would just be like, come on.
Everything was great until the fire.
Yeah. So I say that to say that Avatar: Last Airbender is getting a AAA RPG with Saber Interactive and Paramount Game Studios. This was announced. Saber Interactive announced today a new action RPG based on what's called in the Avatar Legends universe, the label based on the world first introduced by Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is in collaboration with Avatar Studios. The division launched original show creators Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko in 2021 with the goal of expanding the Avatar universe. It's still in early development, so details are a little slim at the moment, but the company call it the biggest video game in franchise history. It'll be made for both PC and consoles and tell a new story in the universe that's being developed in close collaboration with Avatar Studios. It'll put players in a role of an all-new, never-before-seen Avatar and take place thousands of years in the past. According to Paramount and Saber, players can expect to be immersed in a vibrant world, master all 4 elements, engage in dynamic combat alongside companions, and experience the challenges and decisions that come with being the keeper of balance in the world. It adds that story-wise, it'll feature elements both new and familiar to fans of the franchise.
I'm going to break your heart. You know what Saber produced?
Well, Saber they're not a development company. I looked them up already.
That's why I said produced, because they're a
Yeah.
production company. They produced Shaq Fu,
I did see
A
that.
Legend Reborn.
Shaq Fu, a legend.
Oh, this game's going to be amazing.
They also produced a crap ton of live service games,
Yeah. But
except for Call of Cthulhu.
yeah, Call of Cthulhu.
That's a good game. That's a
pretty
really
cool.
good game.
Yeah, so then they talk
But
about
who's actually making it? Do they say?
No, they don't say any
They don't have the studio.
devs or anything. Yeah. Saber Interactive has
That's-
proven a track record in bringing IP-based games to life, and are excited to co-fund this AAA title alongside them and let fans experience this world firsthand.
Hold up, wait. So they said this was the largest game in the Avatar video game
Franchise,
in the Avatar
yes.
franchise.
Yes.
That's not saying much.
That's not saying
I
much.
was about to say that, Jessica. I mean,
Which, to be fair, if you're going to market, it's like, you're not going to lie. I have almost all of the games.
ooh, they produced Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah, so, there's that. So
That's a good game.
We could be getting, because there's companions and RPG, romance options. In your get companions and
A lot of girl on girl action.
They're
Oh,
going
man.
to have a Zuko type firebender, right? That's all like I have the dark and mysterious
Saber
path.
Interactive is the developer also.
Yo, man,
Okay.
I just want to play as an air avatar, and just, if we're gonna have romance options, just
I must.
let them end up as a sky bison, man. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's
Let
time.
me be
If you
gay.
You will be. They'll let you. It's
Yeah,
2020.
that's not going to be any option.
I can.
Yeah,
I can
if you're a
guarantee-
female
I can
avatar, you
guarantee
have.
you.
If you're a female avatar, you have to have a woman.
I can
Go ahead.
guarantee you there will be no other choice but to be
If you
gay.
can do a character creator, I'm making a Donald Trump Fire Lord.
You're
gonna be-
gay. You're gay, but only in the last mission is it revealed.
That's it. It was never. It's not
straight
canon
until
to
that
any of the
last
story.
mission.
Yeah,
We're
never
gonna
implied
build-
until then.
We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be made out of flames and fire. Some
That's
may
it.
even call it a firewall. Some
No.
may call it a
I'm gonna
firewall.
get the Earth Nation to pay for the wall. We're gonna build a wall. These dirty Earth Nationers are not gonna come into the Fire Nation no more. It's gonna be a great wall.
These Earth Kingdom people. They're flooding into the Fire Nation.
Why,
So
like,
that's it,
why is it
Yes.
They need to-
always Fire Nation?
They need
They're
to go
eating
back.
The cabbage.
They need
The
to go
Earth
back to
Kingdom-
Ba
They're
Sing
eating the
Se.
momos.
We're gonna send
The-
it back to Ba Sing Se.
They're eating the
Earth Kingdom
momos.
canonically built a giant wall 3 times.
They're eating
it's
the
all-
Appas. The
Why
air
is it from
bison are
Fire
getting
Nation?
eaten.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be great, and then it's gonna have a little cutscene at the end of
here's my baby Appa. This is my baby Appa palate cleanser for all that.
Yeah.
Can you move?
Yeah, I'm moving myself. Hold on.
Okay, I want to see that face. Yeah, look at that little tongue. Lem. Him's
Oh, that's
lemon.
great.
What's that little white bit on his tongue, huh, wizard? No, I'm just kidding.
What? What the fuck?
No, it's just a
You've been
thread.
hanging out with the
It's-
other guys too long.
I know.
It's the Nick Ricada of air bisons. Nick
You just have to
Ricada.
bring your stuff into this.
Nick
Jessica.
Ricada, the great Nick Ricada.
Aang was caught with a pound of cocaine.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
anyway, video game.
I'm excited though. If Saber Interactive, so the games that they've actually developed themselves are pretty good games.
Yeah, make it stylized like this. Don't try to do like, if you're not going to be like a Sucker Punch or like a like a big studio, don't
Make it
try to
open
do
world.
it for hyper realistic. Do open world, but like I said, do stylized like this because the other Avatar games kind of have that too. They're designed to look like the cartoon graphics. Do
Well,
that.
So you want like cell shading and stuff, like the
Yeah.
Dragon Quest games and stuff. Okay.
And,
Yeah, I think that would work.
If you do more of a stylized stuff, it's going to age better.
uh, Finbar says, "Show us what you're drawing, Wiz." That is the mock cover for my pirate book.
I've seen it.
Cynic has seen it.
I've seen it.
One day, Finbar, when maybe we do an artist stream or something, maybe I'll show it. But I still got to add work to it. So yeah, live actor.
Would you
shoot for
want to play as
realistic-
Aang, or would you want to do a character development
Well, that's
you know?
so. I don't know what
I want to build my own character as like
Yeah,
some.
so we're putting players in the role of an all new, never before seen avatar. It's not you get to create your own avatar.
Boo.
There'll be more than likely a girl. It's 2024.
So
Boo.
Finbar wants to. It's not themed around the episode. Finbar, I'm sorry.
So here's the thing. Like, I'll
send it to you, Finbar.
It really depends on the game, but honestly, I don't care for the character creation stuff. I'd rather have like a dedicated main character that I can get invested in and get behind and see them develop and root for them and cheer for them.
Yeah.
Character creation
prefer
saves
that.
a whole lot of drama in modern games, though.
I don't give a shit. I want a character I can get behind.
I just want a character I can
so
have fun with. I don't want to get behind any of them. They're
the thing
animated
with
characters.
the thing with this is that making it a dedicated character, like a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, right?
Yeah.
You can like that character, and then one day when that character becomes canon or he's in live action or something, you see him somewhere else, you're like, you do the Leo point me, right?
Now this game is canon, right?
I'm assuming with them working so closely with them and the fact that it's like
They're working with Paramount.
Close
who owns Nickelodeon.
collaboration with Avatar Studios, a never before seen Avatar, thousands of years in the past.
Okay, yeah, then it's got to be a set main character to.
It'll be a set name character.
Yeah, it's got to be if it's canon.
And so that's what I expect. And yeah, like I said, if it's long enough, if far enough away where maybe they give you the option boy or girl, that's the least that they could do.
I'm fine with that too. The more options you give somebody in a character creation, right? It saves the fucking early detracting stuff of turning people off from the game. And if it's a good game, I want it to succeed. I'm sick of seeing good games flop, like Days Gone, an excellent game that deserved a sequel.
Oh yeah, Days
flopped.
Gone. Yeah.
Yo, why does Sokka? Why is Sokka in the background?
Sokka, you mean?
Sokka?
Fuck it,
fake.
man.
Wow,
I just
one of the greatest
goddamn
characters
fake.
in the entire show.
Guys,
And you don't even know his name?
It's literally Sasuke
Wow.
without the second S.
that's the thing. Like I don't like. I was like,
Mm.
Even though I think they're the Soskas, I don't know. But
yeah, I was combining like him and the Sasuke sisters together for a second.
your
Like,
brain is fried.
it really like fuck you, Eric. Look what you've done to me. So why is he in the background with this expression on his face? Like, I'm so sick of this shit.
I don't know. This is just the promote. It's actually in the art book if I wanted to drag that out, but
Because he's probably
they-
hungry.
I was going to say they took away the only thing that made him interesting, which was being sexist.
I thought it was the Appa all the way in the back, barely in frame.
Is it Appa he doesn't like or Momo? I thought he didn't like Momo. The
Well, no,
lemur's called Momo, right?
Yeah, Momo. Yeah. Are you all? Am I the only one here that lives and breathes this goddamn show?
Yes.
I haven't rewatched it recently. I think it's
I'll tell
been
you
like 2
this.
years.
I have it on my yearly rotation of shows that I try to watch at least once a year, but I don't live and breathe it. It's a great show.
I
But
have.
now for me, it's a bedtime show. Like, oh, I need something chill.
You're gonna make me show off all my stuff, but I have the $70 special edition Steelbook Blu-ray complete collection of the show.
Whoa! No wonder you were so
listen,
high.
I've got the
All right, you're gonna make me show it.
I've got the entire show. I've got all of Last Airbender. I've got Legend of Korra, and I go back and I rewatch the show at least twice a year because I mean it's not a very long show. It's easy to get through.
Yeah, like I said, it's on my yearly rotation of I need to watch that at a certain time of year. So.
Okay, so get out of here, baby Appa.
No, Baby Appa, no.
We're it's Appa's lost days right now. He's captured.
Free Appa.
Okay, so here's the book 1, the season 1 steel book. Water.
Water.
Be like water, my friends.
There's book 2, Earth.
Oh, that one's awesome. That one's really good.
And then
Don't throw them.
and now they're just sitting right. And then book 3, Fire.
Ooh, now wait a minute. Why isn't Zuko on the front?
Well, just
Right.
because
He's
in the
not
box,
the Avatar.
No,
in the
but
box,
they have
you,
Toph and Katara on the other.
you
two.
put it like that, so that's what it looks like on your shelf. Well, I can show you also my
I would
wall.
rather have Zuko than
Yeah.
Katara, personally.
I can show you my wall scrolls. I have a water,
No.
earth, fire, air wall scroll,
No.
and Zuko's on the fire one.
It messes up like the whole pattern there. It's like Aang's on the back of all 3, and then you have each of his teachers on the front.
Yeah. So then, if you want, you can put them all together like that, and they make like a complete picture.
Yeah, but do it the other way. And then it just
Like
it
flips?
ruins it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know why they did it, because that's his buddies.
Yeah, but what about Sokka then?
Yeah,
but Sokka
Sokka
never
wasn't his
teaches-
buddy till the very. Yeah, he never teaches him.
I thought you were gonna.
You know what?
I thought you were gonna say Sokka was never his buddy.
There's no
No,
reason
no.
to
He
put
became his
Katara
buddy in
and
the end.
Toph if you're not going to put Zuko.
Yeah, but then
All
like
3 of
Aang
them
doesn't
taught
go
him how to
anywhere.
do shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
if you
his
look,
teachers.
Aang is the Avatar in the last one.
Yeah, because this is like
Then
I said,
just
you put this in the box. This one faces outwards.
I
just
just think they could
have
have
a
thought
se-
about this better. The
have a
series.
separate cover.
I mean, do
Have
you get paid to design?
No, I don't, but I also
They-
wouldn't buy that just because they didn't have Zuko on it.
They should pay her.
And
Yeah,
even if you
see,
wanted,
yeah.
even if you wanted to, you could just do
Wizard.
that, and then it's like there you go, like Qatar.
And you know who I would like to have? Zuko.
Yes.
Or you
I
could do
wanna see
that.
his
You know,
face.
I like that one.
Like you can
Yeah, pretty
you
good.
can honestly argue Zuko. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that, but I was
Uh-huh.
gonna say you could argue that Zuko is honestly more important than Katara and Toph, but
I would say
No,
if you,
I would have to push back on that one, but
Yeah,
I
I
see
don't
where
I
you're
think
coming
they're all
from.
equally important.
anyway, yeah. So
That's
I
what's
have
good
so
about
much
the
Avatar
series.
stuff too. So
they're just hating on him because he's a firebender.
Fuck that firebender.
racist.
Exactly.
The firebenders are invading. They're invading all the other kingdoms, and this is true. I mean, there's nothing controversial about this. It's an absolute.
This is what they
fact.
say. I don't say this. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Okay, we are
Don't
moving
ask-
on.
Don't ask me who they is.
No, don't ask Cynic what they are either. Okay, we're
Well, let me
he's
explain.
already.
all
He's,
right?
hold on. Oh, you're already on thin ice already, pal. So
That
I
was a
see-
slip of the tongue. I'm doing my best, Wizard. You
You're-
forget. I stream with everybody else who doesn't care, and they just let me off the chain.
but they can get money. I still have to wait on that.
I
Cynic
keep
is going to
forgetting
cause.
that we're building.
Cynic
Yeah.
is going to cause Wizard
Well-
to be on Rumble.
Um,
No.
I'm putting
No.
a link in the chat. It's also in the description of the video. It is the Avatar Geoguesser. I think it's easier than if I just run it instead of sharing all your screens and trying to fuck around with all
Yeah.
that. So, but I just for the people who, to shill it because it is really cool. So, you have to guess the episode by the single frame,
Ooh.
and
it's going
this
the moon.
this one, I was like refreshing just to see like some of the ones, and there are some killers in here. There's some just obvious. There are some like this one is a killer. I'm just like oof. So
do we have to guess the exact name, or can we just
So,
like
I
reference the episode?
I can type it in. So if you say like it's the one with the blah blah blah, I can just tell you what it is. I'll type it in. So how's this gonna go? This is not the one we're actually gonna start with.
Well, I know what
Sorry.
that one is.
Yeah, we're gonna start with this one. Okay, so I'm gonna smoke you all, so I'll probably just go last. So Jesker, we'll go until you basically fail, because once it's over, then we'll maybe do a couple rounds of it depending how fast it goes.
You might as well just skip me because I'm not. I didn't realize it was gonna be just freeze frames.
Yeah, they're literally by the single frame.
I'm looking at some of these like, holy crap, man!
This is the Jet introduction episode.
Is that what you want to go with? Is Jet?
Yeah.
I can already tell you that it's wrong, because it is Lake Laogai when they are going through his mind. When he's all like, when Jet is brainwashed and they're trying to, it's that scene where they're like, it's flashing, through his mind and all that. So Dalish, this will be your turn. Jessica lost his very first round. So this.
Oh fuck.
This game, I'm out, Wiz. I'm gonna just watch because
no, you're gonna go.
Get your ass back in here. We ain't done with you
so
yet.
What are we thinking, Dalish?
Is this what Angus having all those like spirit dreams? The like spooky ones where he's scared of them? I know that's so vague.
Okay, so the one where he's scared of them, that would be the Avatar State episode where he's seeing himself in the Avatar State and he's scared of it.
I don't know. I feel like he sees like something creepy, like a snake or something, but I can't remember.
Or you think about
like
when he goes to the spirit world.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be the either the Solstice episode or the season 1 finale.
I'm gonna guess the Solstice then.
Okay,
that's my guess. It's probably right.
There's Winter Solstice Part 1, the Spirit World, or Winter Solstice Part 2, Avatar Roku. It is the Spirit World is the one that you want because that's where he goes to the Spirit World. I can tell you that is not what this is, because this little is Bato of the Water Tribe, because that is the sheer shoe.
That's what I was gonna guess. Jesus, I might be better at this than this.
That is the sheer shoe that is trying to track Aang's scent. The thing that June rides, the person that I was talking about, that everyone forgot about June, right? This is what happens when we forget about June.
Oopsies.
So Dalish also has 0 points. So Cynic, this is your friend.
That's not fair. You get a Zuko episode? That's not fair.
This is a gimme. Really?
This is some bullshit right here.
I bet you all can tell what this episode is.
I really can't because I don't know the episodes. I just know the show. I told you that. You're killing me.
I'm saying like you just tell me the vague idea of what you have, and I can help you with the name.
I don't know. Pass.
You don't get to pass.
Well, I can't. I don't know.
Okay, so this is Katara in stealth gear and Zuko in stealth gear, right?
This is the episode where they went off together.
This is the episode where they went off together. This is Southern Raiders.
Jesus Christ.
It's the one where Katara tries to get revenge for her mom.
That's the episode I wanted them to kiss so bad.
So, all right. So now it's my go, and we'll see how far I can go. So
forever, I bet.
Okay, so this one, this one's actually kind of a tough one.
I was about to say, haven't we seen this scene in a bunch of episodes?
So like he's up in the saddle. Okay, so this is the who ate all my blubbered seal jerky. Oh, that was food. So I think this is the Northern Air Temple. No, because that was from the other angle. That wasn't. I gotta go with it. I can't. No, I was wrong. It was the swamp. Oh, okay. We both all suck. Okay, that was just the. All right, so we're gonna start again with Jesker. This one. I know.
Wait a minute. Let's see. This is in episode 1, is it? Is this episode 1? I'm gonna wait. You know what?
Seems some wooden shacks. I can't zoom in anymore because it only zooms in like the rest of the website, not the picture.
It's the clothes that are throwing me off.
I can tell you it's early.
Because this looks like the clothes she had at the Southern Water Tribe.
That's what I was thinking.
And that would have been like first couple of episodes. I'm gonna screw it. I'm gonna say this is episode 1, season 1, episode 1.
All right. Well, I can tell you are wrong because this is Kyoshi Island.
Oh,
is that not snow in the background?
No,
yeah, it looks like
Well, I'm gonna
Sand.
Boy in the Iceberg is one. So I'm gonna if it's Boy in the Iceberg, right? Nope, Warriors of Kyoshi.
Oh,
Because this is when this is when Aang is on this side going on like I like it here, and then it's like you just don't want to come because you're jealous. And,
all right, yeah, I thought that
she's getting all the supplies for the journey.
I thought that was snow in the background. Wait, was she still wearing this? I guess she was.
She wears this outfit until she like takes it off to fight Paku, basically.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Well, no, because she wears it in the Water Main Scroll. Never mind. So, I don't know. She wears this off and on, basically. But this was like episode 4, so it's like right. They still haven't changed the outfits really yet. Besides Sokka's gets changed. Okay, so now it's Dalish's turn. Any persons? This is actually
This is still at Kyoshi, right?
Yes, it is. So I will. This is the Warriors of Kyoshi. So there, you got a point.
Hey! Oh my God, I know that guy. That they're in the Earth Kingdom, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
They have the bear.
Yep. What is he?
Oh fuck. Isn't he like the prince or something?
He's the king.
He's the king?
Yeah, I was thinking he was the king, but I was like, wait a minute.
And there's a few episodes he appears in.
I know, that's why I'm
so
like,
fucked.
I don't know if this is the first episode, when they show up and, they eventually talk to him, but then I know at some point they find that shirtless old man. I think this is the episode before.
His advisor is like Earth Kingdom Jafar. Like he's just manipulating everything.
Long Fang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a good enough guess?
So I will give you. Okay, so I can tell you the episodes that he appears in. He appears technically in City of Walls and Secrets. That's his first sort of appearance. The Earth King. Then there is the Guru and the Crossroads of Destiny. So you have 4.
I'm going to say the first episode.
You're going to say City of Walls and Secrets.
Yeah, it's either that or the second episode. So.
Well, do you want to go final answer on this?
Second episode. Let's go second episode.
All right, you want to go with the Earth King?
Yeah.
Which good thing that you did, because that was the correct answer. So in City of Walls and Secrets, you don't really see him. He's just like behind a curtain. All right, so this one.
This is an easy one. Come on.
This one is the one I was talking about, right? When Azula has them go to like the beach and stuff.
Yep. So they go to the beach, which is the name of the thing. So, all right.
Isn't this still that episode or no?
No.
That's not.
This is. Are we?
I know this one. I think.
They're in the Fire Nation, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Jesker, like you already lost your round, so like you saying it won't, because it's Dalish's points. So
I'm about to lose this one.
So yeah, season 3 because of the outfits.
God, I actually have no idea. Like I have no idea what episode it's from.
Think of anything that can jump out at you that you can make a hazard guess. Even if you just throw out a plot you remember.
God, that's the point. I'm like, I don't really remember any of the Fire Nation stuff. So like obviously they snuck into the Fire Nation, but I would say I would assume this was like their first episode in the Fire Nation.
They're sneaking into the Fire Nation.
Jesker, you gotta stop.
They're eating the fire.
It's ain't your channel.
So you said it's season 3, right?
Yeah.
That this was okay. So then I'm just gonna give you a random episode guess because I don't know.
You could even do a number, I suppose.
Yeah, let's just do season 3, episode 3.
Okay, 3 episode 3. So this is Sokka's Master, which is season 3, episode 4. So you.
I was so close.
No, I'm not counting that though. So what was? Yeah,
that was great though.
Yeah, so you end with 3 points.
Nice.
That is the high score. So then, Cynic, it is your.
Bro, I don't fucking know. Like, I really don't. Like, I thought
What
it
am
was
I-
going to be a little more, you know,
Like a
like the
gif- like a
last one.
gif?
Yeah, I didn't know it's just going to be random scenes. Because I definitely didn't pay attention that hard.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like I know what this one is from.
I know what this one is from.
Yeah, me too.
One of my favorite season 1 episodes.
well, then if somebody passes, let the next person guess, and they can get the
I
point.
mean, you want to keep passing. You only want to like Dalish threw out a number.
If I could think of it, I will. I mean, but I can't think.
I
of
can
it.
tell you this is season 1.
I
That's what I was thinking.
I can't
Is
remember.
this the
episode
one where
names, but-
where we were talking about earlier, where Aang starts waterbending and is better than her?
Ooh, no, close.
That's my guess. That's my guess, though.
So you want to go with the waterbending scroll?
Yeah,
I can tell you it's
'cause
not.
I remember the river.
This is the deserter, where after her hands are burned by Aang's firebender.
Oh God, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, because he's all mopey. He's like, I don't ever want to firebend again.
Yeah.
Dadgummit. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm a
now
little
it's-
bit better at this.
So
Than
now it's
what I
my
thought.
turn. Okay, with the, I think this is. Ooh, is it just when they get to the, It's not the. It's the Western Air Temple is where they're at. But is this the Western Air Temple? No, this is. Yes, this is Western Air Temple, because this is
Jesus, was it
when-
you and
when
Dalish?
when Katara's like,
Oh yeah,
talking about Zuko, I think. So yep, that was Western Air Temple. Okay, so this is not the dream of the "We Need You" Aang or whatever, because that was orange. This is the Guru. When they're talking about like the love that the Airbenders did not leave you or whatever. This is Day of Black Sun, Part 2.
Damn it, Wizard! Don't break my score.
The invasion.
he's going to. He just needs to get on a run, Dalish. That's what he.
Yeah,
That's
Black-
why he wanted to do this.
That's why I saw this. I'm like, this will be fun. But Day of Black Sun Part 2.
Dalish, Wiz
here's-
likes to feel like a major winner in everything he does. So
This is like loud guy. Well, because life doesn't give me. Oh, now.
now you're in trouble.
Now
What the
That's a
fuck?
screwed up
look at this.
swamp episode.
That could be anything.
That's just a
It could,
foot.
that's the thing.
fetish.
It could be the swamp. It could be literally
they're flying over it.
everything.
They're flying over it, searching or whatever.
This looks like it was taken from animation that they reused multiple times throughout the series.
Yeah, whoever made this is a ass.
Almost, he almost.
See, I'm doing so good, right?
There's so many. It
I don't
could
even
be
get a
like there's-
head pat.
Yeah, this is so. I could go with swamp. My gut's telling me to go fortune teller.
Go with
But-
your gut, bro. I hope it's the swamp though.
It's Part 2, Avatar
Damn.
Roku. So it's when they're flying over the blockade.
See, like as you get to number 4, I've noticed it gets a little squirrely.
I've gotten like number ones that were like, because like I said, I would refresh on score 0, just
Yeah.
to see, and it
Oh,
would
so
be
you were
pretty-
cheating. You were preemptively learning.
No, I was just looking like, oh man, these
Uh-huh,
are some of these are easy and some of these are. Like, I think it uses every frame. I don't think that there's like, I've seen like.
Oh,
half
you
frames
think that they
they're
just
like-
have the episodes,
Yeah,
frame by
cut.
frame in there? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
that's probably that'd be the easiest way to do it.
Okay, so then, so then, you want to go one more round?
Nah, I'm good with
Yeah.
Call Wizard the winner.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Jessica
we're
hasn't
thinking-
even gotten a good run yet, so we gotta let.
Jessica,
Yeah.
you want to see how far you can go, buddy?
Yeah. Let's do this.
You know, let's do Jessica.
You
on
know
that.
what? This is a good point for me to. I actually have to bounce out of the stream, but Wizard, text me later.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me on. It was
Yep.
nice to talk to you guys.
It was
Have a
nice to
good
stream with you,
night.
Dalish. Bye.
Take care,
Bye.
Dalish.
All right, Jessica, this is all you.
Is this is the nightmare episode?
Nightmare and Daydreams.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure it is the Guru. It is the Guru.
Fuck.
It is before Firelord Ozai appears in the fire, and it's like, "What are you afraid of?" Right? And it's Firelord Ozai, and he's like, "Oh," and he freaks out. So
Was
you're gonna
that
try
not-
again. We are not ending the stream until you get 1 point.
All right, let's see. This is crap. What's this? This is season 2.
Obviously.
Let's see. This is. Oh God! I'm really stumped. I have no idea.
They're in the Earth Nation, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. The Toph when is this? No, this isn't when they meet Toph. The episode after they meet Toph.
After they meet Toph.
That
might be correct. What episode is Blind Bandit? Season 2, episode 6. And what is the episode I'm thinking of?
Because they first meet Toph at the.
Okay, so that's episode 12 is what I'm thinking of. So that's
at the Coliseum fighting thing.
Yeah, at the Coliseum. So I think this is the episode after that, right after that.
It's around there. I know that.
I think the next one after. So that's the chase. Is the next one after they meet Toph, and they're not in location like this. They're outside.
Jesus, Wizard, how often do you watch Avatar?
Not the actual show, not that much. Reactions to the show, I'm pretty excited.
Okay, what's the episode after the chase?
Episode after the chase is Zuko alone, I believe. No, Zuko alone is the one. No. After they meet Toph is Zuko alone. Then it's the chase.
Wait a minute. So when did they have a wait? When did they?
I can tell you what episode. I can tell you what episode this is right now. I'm pretty sure.
This is like a cool down period moment, like when they're able to rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the episode after those two?
Okay, after the chase is the library, I believe. And then the desert. Then the desert, and then
this isn't the desert. I know that. But I feel like it's before that. But that's not.
You know what? Fuck it. Toph introduction episode. Fuck it.
All right, Blind Bandit is what you're going with?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Fuck it.
It's not Blind Bandit.
I can tell you right now, this is the Serpent's Pass, the one after.
Oh, so you were right and I was right, Jester.
Desert. It's the one after the desert.
Damn.
When they get to the Serpent's Pass, because they're all like mopey. Appa's missing. We hope to find him in Ba Sing Se or whatever. They're just here's all the refugees back here. This is Serpent's Pass. So all right, let's try again.
Damn. So it was like when they met Toph, it was just like a string of like.
Yeah, Toph. They kind of rushed through everything with Toph.
Yeah.
Kind of look
and
back.
Toph, I think Toph's my favorite character. So. It kind of makes me upset.
Is this the one like where
that's the. Well, what you think about it, Jessica? So that's the good thing with Toph is she's so well written that you kind of like forget when you watch season 1 that she's not there, and you're just like by the end of season 3, by the finale, you're just like I just love Toph, right? And even by like season 2, you're just like I just left off. Yeah.
Is this the one where? So I think this is the one where they're in Ba Sing Se and like everybody's. Like is this the one like where everybody's like going on about how like there's no war in Ba Sing Se or
Cities of Walls and Secrets?
Yeah, I think this is it.
You think that's what this is?
Yeah.
I can tell you this is not City of Walls and Secrets. This is the Blue Spirit.
Oh,
when this is he has to go to the lady on the thing to get the key.
This is just torturing.
Suck on the poison wood frogs. This is Miyuki, the cat that is named after the storyboard artist for Avatar.
This is when everybody's sick.
Yeah, it's when everyone's sick and he has to run up to the mountain, and then he's attacked by the Union.
That's right. That's that lady who gives him the like weird.
Try it again, Jessica.
I'm gonna do this shit with y'all with Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going.
I was doing it with you with Kingdom Hearts. Remember on that stream that I showed? I was like, find me the scene where they say this, and you were able to you just gotta love Avatar. You gotta love Avatars once you just love Kingdom Hearts.
That might be impossible. All right, let's see.
Avatar as a show is better than Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That's a.
Sorry to say.
Man,
I will find you, and I will kill
I
you.
will. I will
So
hurt
anyway,
you.
I know what episode this is right away. We're not ending the stream until you get a point.
I recognize the scene. I can't remember the episode.
But if you give me like the approximation, then I will guide you through it.
This isn't the swamp, is it?
No.
No, this is season 1 though, right?
Season 1.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is season 1.
There are only about so many rivers in the show. For some reason, I remember that. There's only a couple episodes.
If you look at
where
the
there's
map
rivers in
and
it.
track the rivers, where they go.
Yeah, I
I can
just
tell you the
remember-
river plays. I can tell you the river plays no part in this episode.
Is this right before they go to the Northern Water Tribe?
So you're thinking like that episode?
Yeah, like right before
The Northern Water Tribe episode?
No, like the one before it.
The one before it. That is Siege of the North. So that's episode 18. I couldn't even tell you what. I can actually look right here. So that would be Waterbending Master. So that's before. So season 17, the Northern Air Temple. That's what you would basically say the episode right before.
Yeah, fuck it.
With the Mechanist.
Yes, fuck it. Fuck it.
So you're saying the Northern Air Temple. I can tell you, Jesker, that is not.
I can tell you
episode.
it's not right.
That is the fortune teller because this is the umbrella that they're given by the traveler, and Sokka has the egg from the platypus bear.
Jesus, I don't even remember.
So once again,
okay,
this is a tough. This is a tough one, but I know which one this is.
This is the one where they go to Kyoshi's island.
Okay, so Warriors of Kyoshi.
Yes.
I can tell you, Jesker, that is not what this episode is. This is the waterbending scroll. This is the pirate. When he's like, wait a minute, traveling merchants and exotic reptile birds? You guys are pirates.
Yo, this whole stream was a mistake.
He's not coming back next week, folks. Jesker's not coming back. Don't worry, this is the last time we will do this. Maybe.
Oh, God.
Except when we watch Korra and we can do Korra Guesser.
Just give me a week before we watch or before we do it. Like you dropped this on us, what, yesterday?
Dog.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty-
might
it was
actually
funny, I
do
know.
better with Korra, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna watch it though.
See, this one right here is actually a transitional shot. You can see where it's like superimposed. That's like I said, they use every frame. This one shouldn't be that hard.
What is that in the middle?
These are two boys water bended to being stuck together, frozen.
Fuck.
And it's a transitional shot, so you're not getting the correct lighting. So it looks like it's raining, but it's not. And I
No, this is
remember
like
this episode.
rocky caves.
Oh,
But I don't know what
Yes.
this transitional shot is leading to, from what I remember from the episode, because this is like people going into it. Well, no, I guess that it establishes it first. Okay, so I get that.
Okay, yeah, no, like I can't tell at all. Like this is just
This is season 2, I will say.
yeah.
okay. Like the problem is with it being a transitional shot. Like you don't
You don't get to see like the time of day and all that stuff.
Yeah,
don't
I would say
pause on
just-
it.
I would say focus on this.
I remember the episode, but I know
Is this the one where they're being chased by the Dai Li?
Okay, so that would take chased by the Daily. So that would be the the Earth King, but like they're not really chased by the Daily in that, or like when they're
No.
getting chased by the Daily with Azula in the invasion episode. The
it's
Fire
either
Nation.
one of those.
No.
Right.
The one I said before, where they're talking about like there's no Warren Boss Sing say like
Okay, so
everybody's-
City of Wall and Secret. City
yes
of Wall and
yes
Secret.
yes.
And Wizard can already tell you.
I can tell you that is not what this is. This is the Blind Bandit. These are the two kids that Katara waterbends together to get the tickets to Earth Rumble 6. And the superimposed shot is them entering Earth Rumble 6. You can see them.
Christ
funnel there.
alive. Christ
So,
alive.
again.
Sad part is, I was hammering all
okay.
around that.
The world has gifted Jisker.
All right, fuck. This is the one where let's see. This isn't where Paku doesn't acknowledge her as a master yet. This is like the first one where she fights him and then he refuses. Even after the fight, he still refuses to train her.
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
So
I don't remember what the episode is called, but that's the episode.
The Waterbending Master. And that is what that episode was. Oh, this one's easy too. But can you get the number right? Now we're just going to see how long you can go.
Can I get the... So this is... Let's see. This
is the finale. It's the finale.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Zula in the fire temple. Or the throne room.
Yeah, this is season 1 finale.
Okay.
This is where we first see Azula, isn't it?
Okay. No, it's not. This is the series finale. This is She is Fire Lord, the Blue Flames.
Oh, fuck it. Damn it. That's right. Yeah, so
I
I
saved your ass there.
Over.
Yeah,
no, it hasn't been finalized. So this is after she's banished. This is after she's banished the Dai Li and her servants, and this is Lo and Lee coming in going Azula, what's wrong? You've banished all your servants. This is her start of her going crazy.
This would be, let's see, because this would be...
This honestly has me tripped up too.
I'm trying to think of the number.
Well, there's what's the Phoenix King, Old Masters, Into the Inferno, and Avatar Aang.
I'm gonna say Into the Inferno.
Okay, so that's oh, you were right. Wow, I was gonna say Old Masters, so you got it. This one's easy. This is a gimme.
Yeah, it's when they kill the moon spirit.
Yeah, this is Solstice Part 2. Nope, not Solstice. The North Part 2. I get that one fixed up.
Whatever you do to that spirit, I will do.
I'll unleash on you tenfold. Let it go now. This one is okay. So this is the other. This is
Those are Kyoshi Warriors. I know that much, and there's only a couple episodes therein.
Actually, Cynic, you're wrong. Those are not Kyoshi Warriors.
Are they not?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This is May and
I
Ty
didn't see
Lee.
Toph there.
May and Ty Lee pretending to be Kyoshi Warriors.
Yeah, I didn't see Toph there because Toph never met a Kyoshi Warrior in the series. So.
Is this the... I think this is the penultimate episode of season 2, like the episode before the finale.
So that would be the Guru.
No, it's not the Guru. No. Well, wait, was there a subplot in the Guru?
She was captured by the other guys, her teacher and Shinfu. She invents metal bending.
That's right. So this would be... But this is near the end of season 2, right?
Near the end of season 2. Not near the end of season 2, I guess.
I don't know. Fuck it.
You're right there, Jessica.
Episode 18 of season 2.
Well, I mean the number. I want. Okay, so 18 of season 2. That'd be the Earth King.
That's what.
Yeah, you stroking out?
I'm just saying that's probably the one.
All right, you want to go with Earth King?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go with Earth King.
I can tell you, Jessica, it is not the Earth King.
That's
It's
the Earth King.
It's the Crossroads of Destiny. It's the finale of season 2.
Dude,
You said the Guru. The Guru's won before, and I'm like, well, she's captured by the guys, but they're led to the metal prison where then she breaks out of immediately.
I thought it was the
Like-
Earth King.
I thought she.
Nope.
I thought she captured him. Wait, Crossroads of Destiny is when they're in the cave and they think Aang died, isn't it?
So yeah, Aang dies at the end of Crossroads of Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they captured.
They
Toph
capture
before that.
Katara and Zuko separately. The Kyoshi warriors capture Sokka, the Earth King, and Toph, and then Toph breaks them out with the metal bending.
That was all in one episode.
Yep. Crossroads of Destiny is a heavy 22 minutes. Like Toph comes back and rejoins them, and then like I said, that's basically like they get thrown in the jail cell and she immediately breaks out. So you almost
Okay.
beat the high score too.
Fuck.
Cynic, you want to try again?
Fuck no.
You're like, I'm never touching this thing again.
No, like I wish I would have had a couple days of training
Yeah.
because I would.
Well,
I
like
mean, once we started going into them, I was able to start picking out more of the stuff.
Yeah.
But
there, like I said, there were some ones that were just mean. I
yeah,
remember
that one
looking,
you
there
got was mean.
yeah.
I
the
seriously
smear of
thought that last
Appa.
one was the Earth King for some reason.
Well, it's his
I-
throne room. It's the Earth King throne room. So-
I
Yeah.
swear. So the thing is, for me, like, since I like when I watch Avatar, I like binge watch it, so everything runs together.
I normally watch Avatar, like I said, before I go to bed. It's like I've been playing exciting video games or something. I need to relax. So like I fall asleep during episodes and then restart them the next day.
yeah.
Right? So I'm not watching.
but-
I'm listening to it more than I'm like watching it.
Yeah.
So-
So when it went on Netflix during quarantine, I watched it for the very first time since it was on Nicktoons.
Really?
I was like 9, 10. Yeah.
And
It was
then you turned into an Avatar freak?
basically because it was like I was big into it because back in the day that was what I would only like. I only watched Nicktoons and Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like it was on all the time because that was like their big thing that they would play. And so I would watch it when it was on. And so it was kind of like I knew a lot of it, when I was rewatching it. By that point, it was like, oh yeah, But
Yeah.
then it was like watching it again and then watched it a few times that way, and then watching reactors watch it, and you kind of pick up on the stuff that repeats a lot. And
I just can't
Yeah.
imagine watching reactors watch Avatar.
yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
fun. Like
I've been doing. There's a YouTuber called Brago D Ace, and he's been like reacting to like the original Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
So
There's-
it's kind of the
I've
same
seen-
thing.
I've seen people play Kingdom Hearts for the first time. I like
I
doing
love
that.
it.
Yeah, like I
that
would probably do that because Kingdom Hearts is crazy. But like watching somebody react to a show, like I don't really care what your opinion is, right? Like if you're somebody I trust, like say you or Jesker, and I'm like, hey, have you seen this movie? Give me your opinion on it or give me your reaction to it. Sure. But man, there's so many people out there nowadays that it's like I just don't care.
Yeah,
But
it really like I can give you like cool reactors that I've enjoyed, but a lot of it is like, it's them getting emotionally invested in the characters to where like the emotional moments hit, or like they're invested in the lore, so they'll literally sit there for, an hour and just talk about how like no, if you can control water, then you can control the blood in a person's body, and
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then
it
like
makes
them finding
sense.
out later like blood bendings becomes a thing. You're like, oh wow, it was right, right. Or like metal bending, where like you can control the metal, like can they do that? Is that a thing? And then it comes later, and then you're like, oh wow. Or like, what bending would you be? And like, well, if I'm this, then I could do that, and stuff
well,
like
yeah,
that. And
these
those
people
really
are
fun.
like really invested into it. But I get that because I was that way with Dark Souls games when they
Yeah.
first came out. Like I didn't watch a lot of reactors, but I watched a lot of like first time playthroughs and stuff. And then
Mhm.
Illusory Wall and Body Vidya, like all those people who
Mhm.
do the lore
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
I'd watch those things
So yeah, so
constantly.
it's basically like that's
I
like
get
I do
that.
it with the MCU movies too. Where it's like I'm going through the MCU for the first time, and it's like, oh, their reaction to Avengers, and then the reaction
Yeah.
to Infinity
Whoa,
War.
whoa, whoa, wait. Are there really people who have to go through the MCU the first time?
Yep.
Those
Yeah.
People
people
didn't watch the
exist?
MCU movies. Yep.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people of first time reacting to the MCU movies.
Famous YouTuber Mr. Medicare was just posting a few weeks ago that he was watching all the Marvel movies for the first time ever.
That's like That's like I mean, like I understand it, like
What
like
you're about to say, Jesker, there's people who haven't seen that movie you're about to say.
So
hot take. Wizard hasn't seen 90% of the movies that I'm like, hey,
I
check
haven't
this movie
seen
out.
most movies. Like, I'm that guy. Like, I'm literally like all of the classics, nothing. You could hit me with movies right now and I'll just say no.
But the MCU is such a recent cultural phenomenon.
Recent.
But
recent.
I never
cultural
watched
phenomenon.
I never went and watched a single Marvel movie in theaters outside of the Deadpool movies and some of the older X-Men's. I'm not a Marvel guy.
So I guess
I'm a superhero fan, but I was not a Marvel guy. And I was like, well, I'd just rather get the Blu-ray and watch it on my big TV.
I guess I got so swept up into the MCU craze that
I did go see every Batman movie that came out, and then I can't think of a Batman movie I didn't see in theaters because I'm a DC guy. But
I'm more of a DC
Batman
guy
66.
too. But I like
went saw that with in person.
When it came out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a DC guy too, but like I started watching the MCU like with Iron Man, like, and I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
but
I came late to the MCU party because I watched the Hulk.
But nerds rule the world.
I watched the
back in
Hulk
2008.
and I didn't like it. I dropped off of Marvel movies when they probably Elektra, and then like
that is a hard one to drop off.
That's not even MCU though.
Well,
yes, it is.
Yes,
well,
yes, it is.
Technically,
it's canon
now,
as of now.
Yeah, now
it's
it is.
Now.
But we didn't.
It's
know
been it's been canon before because the Daredevil show.
Yeah, Daredevil show has a different Elektra though, my friend.
Yeah, that's not the same.
That's not how canon works, Cynic.
That's a different continuity, different universe.
I thought it was supposed to be either way.
No.
I dropped off at Elektra.
Because Elektra's movie is the Elektra from the Ben Affleck movie. Charlie Cox is a different Murdoch. Completely different continuity.
MCU's Daredevil is not Ben Affleck Daredevil. They're two different characters.
Well, they're canon now, so
yeah, but they're not like this. They're still not the same. I mean, but yes, they are canon.
No, they're definitely not the same. But either way, and then I watched some of the X-Men movies. I forget which ones I saw in theaters, but they all came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Well, you could argue the X-Men movies is what started the superhero theatrical craze for Marvel.
Blade started it.
Okay, so Blade started it technically.
Blade was such a big hit.
Theatrical Marvel movie.
Did Blade come out before the first X-Men?
Yes, Blade was like 90 something.
It was in the 90s. I wasn't even a teenager.
But the first X-Men was in the 90s. Wait a minute.
Hold on. First X-Men
was
it wasn't.
2000. It was in the 2000s.
Yeah, it was 2000. John,
I think it was
John 2.
It was like,
but I think it was 2000.
Like 98 or 99 or something like that.
Blade movie came out in 98. X-Men. What was the subtitle for that or whatever?
It was just X-Men.
Yeah, it was just X-Men. The first one.
Yeah, X2 had the subtitle.
X-Men came out in 2000.
Yeah.
So I saw X-Men in theaters. Looking at these now, I saw X-Men. I saw X2. I didn't go see Last Stand because I was already in college and stuff. So.
That was a late sequel too. That was like years after.
I swear to God, I thought X-Men came out in the late 90s.
Nope.
It is 2000s as hell. Like
I'll tell you one movie I forgot I went and saw in theaters, and I didn't hate it then. I thought it was okay until now. The Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine is slept on. It's not the most gripping, but it's not
with
bad.
What's his name, the Silver Samurai or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
I
thought he was badass.
There's a burning pit in hell for you, my friend.
No,
bro, you've already told me.
You're thinking of X-Men Origins Wolverine, Jesker.
No. This is the Wolverine, the
one where he goes to Japan.
Origins.
They made it. They made a sequel to X-Men Origins.
No, it's not a sequel to X-Men Origins.
I thought it was a sequel.
It's a sequel to X-Men: The Last Stand because Jean Grey is dead.
Is it?
And it's yeah.
Wait,
he's mourning.
Hold on.
Jean Grey appears in his memory. He's not mourning Silver Fox from X-Men Origins. He's
Yeah, but I
mourning
thought
Jean
they
Grey.
were spinning it off of Origins, right? Like as a solo movie. Like,
So
here's your
I
second
think
solo Wolverine movie.
I think they were. Well, I mean, it's a spin-off technically, sure, but like,
Bro,
so
I forgot this movie fucking existed.
it's
And that movie is
that's the
fucking
movie that
awesome.
sets up Days of Future Past.
Yep.
That's the movie that sets up Days of Future Past. But no, so that takes place after X-Men: The Last Stand.
Yeah, but I thought it was like a spin-off of Origins, though.
So Origins had a deleted scene, which I think is still in the movie. Maybe it's the after credit scene where it shows him he's in Japan.
Yeah.
But I think they were supposed to do an Origins sequel where they do like Yuriko and all that stuff. But they
Dude,
didn't.
Yeah, that's what I
They
was
changed it.
thinking.
I forgot this movie
Origins
existed.
bombed.
People sleep
Mhm.
on it, man.
I completely.
Not bad.
I thought.
Hot take: Origins wasn't bad until they screwed up Deadpool.
I thought.
Yeah,
we-
Origins, Sabretooth and Wolverine carry Origins.
I thought.
the rest
we
of
I
went-
it's
like the
kind
Gambit seed too.
I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
I thought it went X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men: The Last Stand, Origins, and then because Origins bombed, I thought it went to Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
it says right here
or
the
no,
film's
no, I'm
development
sorry.
began.
No,
The film's development began after X-Men Origins.
no, wait.
Yeah.
It was Origins, and
So,
then I thought
First
it
Class.
went to First Class.
First Class, because First Class was going to be X-Men Origins Magneto, but Origins bombed, so they
Right.
pivoted it to being a
Yeah, they wanted
Charles
to do
and
origins of
Magneto
all
thing.
the characters. Yeah, I remember that.
I completely forgot they even made this movie between Origins and First Class.
Yeah, I went and saw that was probably the last Marvel movie I saw in theaters.
Holy shit! I completely forgot that movie existed.
Slept on, bro.
I don't think I've ever.
Completely slept on.
I don't think I've ever seen it because I
Oh,
didn't
don't-
like
Well-
Origins. I did not like Origins.
Oh, it is. It's way better than Origins.
It's
I
it's
personally
not
think.
it's not trying to be. It's basically trying to be like a Wolverine, like
Versus Silver Samurai.
well, it's not even versus. It's Wolverine versus the Yakuza because Silver Samurai doesn't show
True.
until the end. So it's Wolverine versus the Yakuza, and
And
trying
people
to
hated
protect-
the Silver Samurai because he didn't have the red accents on him.
He was
but I
he was
thought
kind of he was kind of MCUified.
a little bit, yeah.
Summer Swan says only one good thing came out in '99. You damn right.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was
so
that?
me,
Oh,
I was born in '99.
92. 92. You're gonna realize when I changed the world, you're gonna realize 92. That was the moment everything that was the shift, man. I came
Wasn't
into
that
the world.
when wait. No,
Columbine happened.
that's also when Clinton got elected, I think.
No, I don't know when Columbine happened. I was just throwing it out there.
Clinton got elected. Oh shit! Imagine that telling the Secret Service. There's a lot of there's a lot of things we're not going to tell Miss Clinton over the next few years.
Now let me play this sweet saxophone line for you guys. I'm gonna go on Geraldo later. It's gonna be great.
But anyway, yeah, Wolverine, and then the Wolverine is kind of slept on.
So I
Origins is also
googled world
close.
tragedies in 1992, and it literally says flooding of Puerto Rico,
The birth of
Uh,
Jessica James.
Jessica
Colin.
James' birth. Wow,
Yo, man.
it's so crazy, man. Right
Yo, man,
after
they
a
knew.
flood in Puerto Rico.
Yo, man, they knew. They knew it was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, just like I was the Y2K.
Literally, I didn't even read this. It literally says 1992 was a record year for disasters. Way to go, Jessica.
Oh, just give it time. That was the beginning. Oh shit!
Yeah, so you need to watch the Wolverine or whatever, so we can vamp about it because I'll rewatch it too. 'Cause I
Is
liked
it
I
on?
thought it was
Is
great.
it on? Is
Disney
it on?
Plus?
Yeah, is it on Disney Plus?
I think it
Probably,
is.
unless
I
it's
bet
one
it
of those
pulled up.
things where it is there and then it leaves the streaming service for a while and then comes back. You know, they do that. Like it goes to Netflix or something.
I'll check it out because I just until tonight for the last however many years I completely
Yeah, it
forgot
says
this film
Disney
existed.
Plus and the Hulu Premium
Yeah.
subscription.
It's got
so.
it's got PG murder.
Yeah,
was
it
that.
has some pretty good violence in it for what it is.
I completely forgot this movie existed.
PG-13 murder.
In my
Ooh, blood and mild cussing.
in my mind, it just went the original X-Men trilogy, Origins, First Class, Days of Future Past,
And then nothing else. Nothing else after. Then Logan, and then Deadpool, Wolverine. There's nothing else that happened. Nothing. There's no other movies. No, because then it's Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. When they try to do 3 again, tried to make it better.
Which
and it was,
I don't hate Apocalypse, but Dark Phoenix was complete and total garbage. That movie.
I didn't like any. This is. I don't know why, but I didn't like any of the X-Men movies after like the original ones. It's just something about them felt off to me. They weren't bad. Like I didn't hate them.
So so not First Class or Days of Future Past.
I didn't enjoy them. I didn't. Yeah.
I love First Class, but that's probably because Magneto is my favorite comic book villain.
That makes sense.
He's good in that.
Yeah, he's really good in that.
I like Days of Future Past because of the two teams and the return of a lot of the Fox people, and then the two teams coming together, and it's still like a good story.
Days of Future Past felt like the proper transition to the reboot, but it also gave like a good send-off for the original actors, especially like how Magneto and Xavier, they kind of sort of reconcile. Magneto's like, what does he say? Like, all these years,
all those years we wasted fighting that stupid war or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another Charles.
And as somebody that grew up with those original Fox ones, I was like, damn.
And then they kept bringing Patrick Stewart back. It's like, stop it.
If the original Fox ones, if they would have done the costumes correctly, I think those would hold up a lot better. But they fucked that up doing the
Days of Future Past was their attempt.
Suits.
Their attempt to make it like Wolverine has like the blue
to make it right. Yeah,
like in the future suits, right? Wolverine has the blue and like yellow on his arms, and that's kind of it. And then Storm has the hand half cape thing. Like they try it a little bit, but it's just like,
you have to have the original suits, man. Like that's what made the X-Men.
And then the end of Apocalypse, they tried it again, where they all got their like suits that look tactical, but they all match the color schemes, and then they dumped them for Dark Phoenix. It's so stupid. Let me pull it up.
Dude, Dark Phoenix. When I came out of Dark Phoenix, I was like, how do you take the same storyline and screw it up twice?
Oh,
but yeah, you watched all the Marvel movies and trusted them to keep that thing going. All the rest of them after that, I knew from the moment I started enjoying them. I was like, they're gonna screw this up. They can't keep up this trend.
I am inevitable. So here's like they did a group photo of them. But like Cyclops has like the golden visor and like the chest strap, and Nightcrawler has the red, coming to the center like he does, and Mystique has, instead of making it like a suit, like the white part Mystique's only covering, it's like but they still try to like do the costumes right. And
they stylized them correctly, but the colors are way
and then they
wrong.
never used them again after the end. It was like,
I will say this version of Quicksilver is leagues better than the MCU version.
Oh yeah.
Also, that dude's a really good actor.
The whole point was that that's what they were like gonna do better. Like because like the MCU Quicksilver was never meant to get used, basically. So here's like Cyclops's suit, which isn't meant to be the 90s. It's meant to be like the 2000s one or so, but it's got the random chest thing for no reason, right? Like
but it's not a bad suit.
No, it's not. I'm saying like they did these suits, and then they're like these look, and then they never did them again. Like the Dark Phoenix suits are awful.
Dark Phoenix in general is just a fucking mess. I mean, it really is.
And yet you still trusted Marvel to be like, yeah.
No. Hold up. No, Dark Phoenix was made while it was still under Fox.
Yeah, that's a Fox. That's Fox.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That's not MCU.
It is not an MCU movie. No. That if it wasn't for New Mutants, it's the last movie produced under the Fox.
Yeah.
Fox is owned by Disney now, so they'll canonize it.
This was well, technically it already is canonized, just like in the same way that the
Yeah, so
the Amazing Spider-Man duology
There's the
and
Dark
the
Phoenix
Tobey
suits.
Maguire trilogy is
Yeah, those were stupid.
like they're a reference to
The
the
colors are fine, but the
90s
stylization is
thing,
terrible.
that is dumb.
but
Oh, ew.
like you had the good suits, right? Like
Yeah,
you had
you just
the
needed to
good
change the
suits.
color scheme.
You could have made it work, but then it's like, no, we want to do this now because it's a new thing. So it's it's just which, like I said, is a reference, but at the same time, like these suits also people didn't really like. So it's like,
just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Oh, of
it's
course.
just literally like we had peak, and then they were like, we'll just go backwards in time. Let's make it crappy. Yeah.
Did anyone else find it weird they made Mystique basically Charles's adopted sister?
Yeah, I didn't hate it, but it was just like a weird sort of choice.
Yeah, but the question is why? Like, what did it add? What did it do?
I didn't hate their Jennifer Lawrence and James McAvoy played it pretty well. That it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah. But it's just the problem is it being a part of the other movies, it sours them. It just makes them. It doesn't flow with the other movies.
Which one was it? Apocalypse, where Magneto basically is like rubbing it in Charles's face, like, yeah, I've tapped that.
I don't remember that.
But
they were like, I think they were on a plane, and they were.
No, well, that was.
They were on a plane, and they were playing chess.
Well, that's Days of Future Past, but they don't mention. Well, I guess they do sort of mention that, like. Well, so yeah, so it was like he was like, oh well.
It may have been Days of Future Past.
So Charles goes like, oh, I can't believe that Raven, did this. It's like you got inside her head, and then like Eric goes, that's not my superpower, right? And then that's when they reconcile for that movie.
Yeah, but he like Magneto says something like I came to know her in many ways, or like there's like a subtle implication of
and that's why I think when he goes something about like you got inside her head, and then he's like, that's not my superpower. And it's basically it was like Charles pushed Raven away from him, and that's basically what he has to realize. So.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is that just seemed a little too petty for Magneto.
Yeah, but it wasn't something that it was meant to be like I had sex with your sister. It's just more of just like like Raven's an adult, and she made her and Beast like made out, and he still like hangs around with Beast, right? So it's not like he.
No. But the difference is Beast is not his rival.
Enemy, his rival. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's different when it's like like that's your opposite. That's your I don't even want to say enemy, because Charles doesn't view Magneto as like an enemy. Like it's more so adversary, I guess you could say, would be a more.
You had it right. It's his rival, because they're both fighting for the future of mutants. Charles is trying to go about it as being a mentor, and doing a school and trying to coexist with human beings, while Magneto's not. So
it's more.
He's just like fuck them all.
It's more like if your sister went off with like your school. I don't even want to say school bully, because I don't know what analogy I'm going for here.
It's
but
your former best friend.
No. It's like all right. If you played sports, right? It's like your sister going out with your backup quarterback. Like you're the quarterback, and she's dating the backup quarterback who's gunning for your job. Like you're rivals. You don't. You're not buddies.
Yeah.
You have mutual respect for each other, right?
Right. Whereas with her getting with Beast, it's more like, okay, yeah, that's my
just
friend,
some random buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's no bad blood there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
There's a little more to it.
Yeah. I don't know, like that scene. I just always found like that.
You wanted it to be you, Jesker.
No. Well, yes, absolutely. But
it should have been me. I need that clip on here. It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
But at the same time, like I as a Magneto fan, I was like, that's a little petty for him. I don't think he would do that, like rub it in Charles's face like that.
No, I think he would, but not as aggressive. You know, I think he would probably make some shitty comment to him because he was always a little more asshole-ish than Charles was.
Oh, definitely. But I think it would be more so as something that's of more importance. Like, see, Charles, I told you we can't trust these humans. You know, not like, hey, I banged your sister.
See,
Nana,
Charles,
nana,
I clapped your sister's cheeks there, buddy.
Because when I think of Magneto,
that's what 90s Magneto would do in the
yeah.
Okay,
Charles,
yeah.
I clapped your sister's cheeks.
I had sex with Raven Xavier. You'd say it like that, Xavier.
That's exactly how he would do it. Yeah, I mean, also, I think it's the actor doing it. You don't see him as being because I think I do believe that, like, let's say the cartoon Magneto would say something like that.
Yes,
because he was kind of a dick.
Yeah, cartoon Magneto is a dick. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I clapped them cheeks. Xavier.
Well, that's what he would tell. Here's what he would tell Gambit. Like, I had sex with Rogue. You know.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, Gambit? I let her suck my powers out, pal.
No, Cynic. When Rogue touches Magneto, nothing happens.
I know it's sort of a play on words.
Yeah, but I guess like she doesn't suck my powers, but she did suck something, right? Like,
there you go. That works. He landed it.
Yeah, she sucked my life essence, but not the way you think.
Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
I let I let Rogue explore my magnetic pole.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make that one work. Good job. I'm glad you nailed it. Because I was sitting in my head trying to roll metal pole around, like, yeah. So I think
she handled my helmet, if you know what I mean.
You could say the attraction between us was magnetic.
Yeah, so 90s Magneto would brag.
She handled my brotherhood.
Oh God.
Talking about Raven, she may be your sister, Charles, but she appreciates my brotherhood.
Yeah.
She may be your sister, Charles, but she calls me Daddy.
She may be blue, but I don't have blue balls.
And 90s Charles was a dick. I mean, Magneto was a dick, bro.
90 Charles was also a dick.
Oh, I'm so glad he was not on right now.
He was more 90s Charles was more of like cocksure. You know what I mean? Like he just knew no matter what that he was going to win. So, which is completely different from being a dick. It's just being overconfident. That's why he got his ass kicked an awful lot.
Well, that's why he joined the Illuminati, right? And all the Illuminati are like the cocksure dicks, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're all kind of cocksure, overconfident.
Strange, Stark, Black Bolt, Xavier, Namor.
Yeah, the Illuminati. Yeah. Those are the guys you want to get to, and it's like, who the fuck do you think you people are?
Well, I mean, the fact that they fumbled the ball anytime I've seen Black Bolt in anything is so sad, man. Like that's such a cool character that you could do all kinds of stuff with. And I'm not even talking about like the recent stuff, but like I've never seen like a great comic book run with him. Like I don't understand it.
Yeah, he's got like super strength and flight and all that, and plus the voice thing.
Yeah,
and you don't have to pay a letterer.
No, not at all, dude. You would have to have a good artist though, because you would have to like show some form of expression.
Yeah. But well, I think that's a good Avatar stream. We ended it talking about Marvel. So.
Well, you're the one that wanted to stop discussing Avatar. I could have kept going, but
I mean, like, there's we got our topics. We actually hit all the topics today.
I loved it, man. I really liked it.
You have your topics section, Then after you get through that, you have what you call miscellaneous.
Yeah, I have
the ball-
those set aside, but we don't want to talk about the Liza P DLC. We will save that for.
Oh yeah, no, because I want to.
Wait a
I
minute,
don't know if I want to.
Wait a minute, Liza.
I don't know if I want to go in raw. Yeah.
Liza
Is
P,
it
what are you
out?
saying? Liza
No,
P,
it's not out yet.
no, the DLC, like their news about the DLC.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's news of being released.
Yeah, and
No, I think-
there's pictures out that we would basically talk about.
Okay, yeah, I'll do something like that, and I'll watch a trailer, but I don't
Yeah.
want to do like any sort of like interviews where they talk about it.
No,
I
it
don't
would
wanna
basically
be
just
spoiled
be
on
like
that.
they put out a letter and they put out like pictures, but like no, I wouldn't want to watch like the spoilers of the DLC.
Yeah,
no, nothing
Because like when
that.
FromSoft release something, I go on complete FromSoft.
Yeah, you can't even watch
blackout.
the trailers for those FromSoft DLCs. Then I don't know if we'll
No.
watch the Liza P trailer, but I don't know, like because I don't want to see bosses and stuff.
Real quick before we get off, like, God, that sounded wrong. What the fuck? Before we,
I was gonna make a joke. I'm glad you
You
caught
guys,
it.
I'm just it's a pure and wholesome stream.
before we sign off, I was gonna ask, like, what video game series are you guys into? I know we're all into Kingdom Hearts, right?
I've got all of them.
Okay, yeah. So, like, what other series are you guys into?
Series wise,
My
Kingdom
top
Hearts,
series are any of the
Uh,
FromSoft. Period. Like that's what got me back into gaming when I'd quit gaming.
yeah. So
And any Souls like, especially like Liza P is probably the best one I've ever played.
Liza P is the only one I've ever played.
Okay.
really,
Yes.
You
And
never
now-
played any of the
I love
Yes,
Assault
but hold on.
Sanctuaries?
Jesker, do you have a PlayStation?
yes.
All right, you are getting Bloodborne and you are playing Bloodborne because if you
Yeah,
like
you
Liza
need
P,
to. You would
Bloodborne
love
plays
Bloodborne.
very similar. Don't try to parry
It's-
anything in that way. That's more of a Sekiro thing. But
It's a superior
The-
Liza P.
the dodging and the atmosphere and the music and oh dear God, Bloodborne is so great. Especially it's a nice
Bloodborne is the best of the series. I
it's the best.
agree.
It's the best Souls game.
I
Yes,
think
would say that.
what attracted me to Liza P was like the whole Pinocchio aspect.
Yeah.
Well, do you get down with like sort of
Don't say
I'm not gonna spoil it.
don't say
Do
the
you get
L
down with
thing.
cosmic horror?
You're still teetering. Do you like werewolves?
Oh yeah.
That's very
Then-
vague.
Play if he likes werewolves, so play Bloodborne. You hunt werewolves.
Yeah, they're a
you go.
big part, but it's really
don't
horror. But chill, just calm down.
You're
It's
not
more.
gonna-
I'm not gonna
what is
spoil
happening
it.
Don't
right now?
even
What is-
say
what
what
is
you're
happening?
gonna. Don't
He
even
wants you to
say it.
go in.
Just
He wants you to
werewolves.
go in like way too raw. It's
Werewolves.
it's
You're
fast.
hunting werewolves.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
Sometimes.
Would you stop? He's
What's
already into it. You've
What
already
is-
like.
what is happening right now?
You don't want to.
Bloodborne is cosmic horror. That's it. It's cosmic horror of Dark Souls.
All right.
Yes.
So think of
Okay.
horror tropes with Dark Souls. Fast Dark Souls.
All you had to do is say like werewolves, and then like you get into the aspects of like the Dark Souls and how it plays. But like that's the. You always
That's
start with werewolves.
No, that's like the baby step of the game. Cosmic
Yeah,
horror
and-
is the way to explain it without spoiling it.
Okay, but I
Because
still
there's
think,
so
I
much
still,
more to that.
Yeah, but I still just
There's way more than just
dropping
cosmic
that
horror.
is what like that's why I said you start it with hunting werewolves and then it's like oh my god
But yeah, no, you definitely need to play Bloodborne.
play
like,
Bloodborne
I-
because it's also not connected to any of like it's not like a Dark Souls 1 where you have to,
There's lore that it's connected.
No, but I mean, like, it doesn't tie-
We'll
it's not-
discuss that later.
I mean you
There's been
can
some
theorize it's tied into Demon Souls but it's
I-
not.
I have no idea what is happening right now.
Like you can theorize it's tied into Demon Souls it's not. But I'm saying like you
Take
can,
Dark Souls, make it faster, place it in Victorian era
and you don't have a
with
shield.
cosmic horror and werewolves.
You don't have a shield. You have to dodge or shoot a
And-
gun to parry. Your gun is your parry.
Yeah. It's good.
I-
It's really good.
I don't
It's-
know.
It's
Why,
like Any FromSoft fan will tell you about 90% of the time that it's the best FromSoft game out there.
And it's also old enough and cheap enough that you can get it.
You literally can probably get it. I know for a fact if you downloaded all the PS Plus games for free every month, you could have got it for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it launched when the PS5 launched. It was on like the free, like
That
it's
free
the
list, like the
PlayStation
20 or 30
collection
games.
thing.
Yeah,
I think,
the greatest hits, the red
Yeah.
titles.
I think they
Yeah.
discontinued that. I don't know, but either way, like usually it's on sale with every sale, and it's like $10 for like the DLC too.
Well, if it's, I mean, yeah, because I really enjoyed Lies of P. So if this is better, then
It's
yeah,
better.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
and
it's better.
And the story is fucking wild. I'm not going to spoil you at all.
Yeah, the story
Um,
I still don't fully get, but
It's a game that I go back to every year and play.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts getting cold down here,
yeah,
I'll put
yeah.
that in. It's a
That's-
cold
it-
weather game.
It's there is that. I usually will try to play through it every so often, not every year, because usually my cold weather games are like I might do like God of War 2018. Maybe like if it's Christmas time, maybe Arkham Origins, maybe Spider-Man Miles Morales, right? Like there's a lot of fall and wintry games that you kind of got to cram in a bunch all at once. Like I'm trying to
I
play
get
through Arkham Knight right now because we were talking about the Arkham game last time. I was like, I'm gonna play through Arkham Knight, and then that's a Halloween game. But then it's like if it's after Halloween, it's like this is nothing now. But I'm still trying to
I'm
platinum.
replaying Oblivion. So
Yeah.
So
I'm-
what other series are you guys into? Because I'm
Fallout, except for the first two, haven't played them.
I'm into Fallout. I'm into any of the Elder Scroll games up to Fallout 76. I completely cut Bethesda off after that.
I played
The
some of
Dishonored
76.
series.
I played 76 after the Wastelanders update. I didn't do a whole lot just because that is a big game. I didn't hate it though, just because it's more Fallout 4 at its best. It's a lot more Fallout 4, which I like. Yeah, I just feel like I could have. I feel like if I would have caught it earlier, I could have just like been one of those guys that just is still playing it to this day. But I don't know for sure. But no, I like the Dishonored games.
I'll give you a couple good little Souls-likes to play that are like 2D Souls-like. So Salt and Sanctuary, the first one, don't play the second one, which is Salt and Sacrifice. It fucking sucks. Blasphemous is amazing. For a little 2D side scroller, it is absolutely amazing.
y'all. Do y'all
yeah.
fucks with like Final Fantasy, Zelda?
Zelda, I'm not into. I don't hate it, but
I only have a Nintendo Wii.
I stopped buying Nintendo after the Wii, and I sold I bought a Switch, and now I sold it because I just never played it.
Yeah, I was
fucks
big.
with. I do fucks with all the Final Fantasies though. I haven't played 16 yet, but
I played 7 Remake and couldn't beat the boss on the road. And towards the end.
really,
The one running the motorcycle before Sephiroth, I couldn't beat him.
What about wow, really?
Yeah.
What about like some retro stuff, like I don't know, like Castlevania stuff like that?
oh yeah, I've got the Castlevania collections on PlayStation. The only one that I haven't been able to fuck with too much is Rondo of Blood because it's just so brutal. God, it's fucking brutal. I was talking about that the other night. It is a hard game. Symphony of the Night.
Not much of a retro gamer. Like pixel art doesn't sell me. Doesn't wow me.
You oh my god, dude, you spoilt rotten brat.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, probably one of my favorite games of all time. But it swaps, right? Like what I'm feeling. But Final Fantasy 2 is such a fun game just to sit down and just play. It is awesome.
Final Fantasy 2 gets so much hate, but
I know.
And don't get me wrong, it has its issues.
Oh
but
yeah.
At the same time, I played Final Fantasy 2 for the first time when the PSP version came out.
Okay, and that was a really good version.
I loved it.
Yep. I played it as a kid, and then I downloaded it to my iPhone years later. And I got sucked into it to the point where I had to download it to the PlayStation. And was And then I went back and hooked up my old Nintendo and played it. And now it's a game that I just sort of play throughout the year. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 2.
Dog, the Emperor, how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it Matthias or Matthias?
Matthias.
Yeah. I used, like, when I first played the game, I pronounced it Matthias, but I was stupid.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think it's Matthias. But it's freaking crazy, dog. Like, he literally makes a deal with the devil to summon an army from hell, and then when he dies, he takes over hell and overthrows Satan. And I'm like, yo,
it's wild, man.
How did I not know about this badass before?
The game just keeps going, and just like when you think, oh, I'm at the final battle, they do something else, and you're like, oh fuck, I just gotta keep going. Awesome.
Like,
it's a great game.
He literally dies, and he says, like, yeah, I'm taking over hell now. It's like, what the
Yeah, like, it's crazy, man.
And one of the bosses you fight as you're going through hell is Lucifer. It's like, this dude died and made Lucifer his bitch. That's insane.
His model in Final Fantasy 2 is the Dark Emperor is fucking wild if you think that they done that on the Nintendo.
And I still think it's horrible they never got David Bowie to voice him in the Dissidia games.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because you look at his design, and then you like look at David Bowie and I can't remember what the character is called. I'm pulling up his
design right now.
Yeah, I can't remember what the character is called, but like his character in Labyrinth, it looks like Emperor Matthias.
Oh my god, it does.
Yes, like
his character model looks identical to the Goblin King or whatever his name is.
David Bowie should have voiced the Emperor.
David Bowie was in a video game once.
He should have been in. He should have voiced him in Dissidia. Like that's
yeah.
criminal.
He looks almost identical to the Goblin King.
I remember, this is like back in old YouTube, but I remember there was actually people using voice clips from that movie and putting it over the Emperor's clips from Dissidia, and it's like,
Jared, that's his name. Yeah, he looks identical. Like, yeah, David Bowie should have voiced him because he looks like Jared.
It matches so well, man.
I forgot that. Dissidia wasn't a big game for me, but like all the Final Fantasies, like I'm replaying Final Fantasy VI, the Pixel remaster. That's what I was playing before.
Is the Pixel remaster good? I've not picked it up yet.
They're great. My problem is, like, if you remember the way they redone 6 for newer consoles, before they done the Pixel remaster, it was sort of like a good cell shading, and you could actually make out the characters' features, and they look like little actual sprites versus pixelated. And they pixelated them, and I don't like that.
Oh,
they should have kept the original character models. And just updated the game, right? With some creature comforts where you can speed run stuff or whatever.
Yeah, see, I don't like the real pixelated stuff. I like really well done 2D artwork.
Yeah, and that's how 6 was, right? The 2D artwork was really good. Then they redone it, and they for like iPhone and like the Wii or something, or maybe the GameCube or some shit. Like they kept that model up until the Pixel remaster, and now you can't get it. It may have been the Game Boy Advance that they done it for.
I think it was the Game Boy Advance.
I think it was the Game Boy Advance, but I know the same one that was on Game Boy Advance was on Apple, because Apple had that and the 3D one, which is fucking weird. And I don't think they should have changed it, but the game's fun. The pixels aren't, you get used to them. But like Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remaster is perfect. Chef's kiss. They done a great job on it. But they're so fucking expensive. They're like,
dude, I swear,
$18 a pop.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you want to buy them separately.
That's too much.
If you want to buy them separately, yeah.
But
now you can catch them on sale, but they're,
Dude, to
20%
this day, the world map music for Final Fantasy 2 is one of my favorite themes. I mean, it's
It's a jam, ain't it?
it's so darkly beautiful.
Yeah.
Because it sounds beautiful, but like it's got like this dark ambience to it, to where you're living in a world that is just completely oppressed by this emperor. It's
Yeah.
it's just
Oh,
like
it's such a good game, man. I'm telling you, like it gets slept on a lot. But I started playing that, and then Wiz, have you ever played any of the Tales of games?
Tales
No,
of
probably.
like
Vesperia,
oh,
Berseria. I think Berseria was the other one I played, and then those are good games too. Tales of Vesperia. If you like Final Fantasy, Jessica, go get Tales of Vesperia.
I've had people recommend the Tales games to me, and I've also had people
Not all of them are good.
I've also had people recommend Persona to me.
Persona's all right. I never got into it, but I got it right. Like I played like a demo and actually bought it. But the Tales of games, like Tales of Vesperia, is really good. At least play that one. And you can probably get it, man. You can probably find a used copy of that on Amazon for like $8. I think I paid $10 for the collector's edition.
I'll check it out for sure. No, you were talking about how 2 is slept on. So like
I think so.
I've been writing this story, and one of the inspirations for it is actually Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, I don't think many people take inspiration from it, but it really, everybody always says what Final Fantasy 3, which is 6 in Japan, whatever, or Final Fantasy 4, whatever it is. Everybody always says that one in Final Fantasy 7, but I don't think so. I like 2 and I like 9. Those are probably my favorites.
And 2, oh my god, 2 tried to do so much different that
Yeah.
I don't know, like 2 will always hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. Final Fantasy 9 is just good fun though.
Oh yeah. I'll say, like, I think all 3 of the PS1 Final Fantasies are probably like my top 3.
Yeah.
Because so the way I got into Final Fantasy, I had played Final Fantasy before Kingdom Hearts, but I had never sat down and done a full playthrough of a Final Fantasy game because I was just a kid, I didn't really get it. But then I played Kingdom Hearts, and of course that had Final Fantasy characters in it, and that made me go, you know what? Let me go back and try these games out. So then I just started buying a bunch of the Final Fantasy games, and the ones that I got through like from beginning to end first was the PS1 games. So those were like my first, introduction to the series. So I think that's why they're my favorite. And plus just the sheer scale of the storytelling in those games. I mean, it's just,
Doesn't it blow your mind? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's wild
crazy
when you think about how large those worlds are, how long those stories are. And I'm like, how many characters there is? I'm like, holy shit. Like, like Square Enix is amazing. And
the old games being as long as they are, like we were talking about Final Fantasy 2, right? Those games being as long as they are and as in depth as they are, and the plot and the story just keeps moving. It's not slow, unless you want to go farm and level up and stuff, you kind of kill your momentum. But it just goes from plot point to plot point to plot point.
Yeah,
it blew my mind when I first started playing them.
Oh, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the franchise. So I just kept eating up Final Fantasy, and then it was not too long after that, a few years later, like the PSP came out, and they did the PSP version of 1 and 2, and that's when I started.
Those are really good versions too.
Yeah, that's when I started getting into like because what I had done was I had played the PS1 games first, then I played 10 and 10-2. Then about that time, 12 was coming out, so I picked up 12 brand new. And I'm one of the few people that actually likes 12.
I didn't dislike 12. I didn't like 10 because of it being on rails like it was, I just thought the world needed to be. I wish it was an open world for 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so sort of, it begs you to explore, but you can't.
Well, unpopular
The story
opinion,
was good.
but 13 came out, and I really like 13, and that's even more on rails. But
Yeah.
I really did like 13.
13 made sense to me it being on rails though, because you're all indoors like 90% of the time.
Well, see,
Right.
the whole point, because you have like the cocoon section, and then you've got the pulse section, and so the idea is they were doing like a contrast thing where cocoon is like very linear, but then pulse is more open world, and they were trying to do like a contrast thing. And there is some cut, you can tell like when you get to the pulse section, they cut some content for sure because they were trying to get the game out, but that was the idea, because it does open up at some point. It just takes a while. But no, I like 13. But yeah, like after around the time 12 came out, it wasn't long after the PSP came out, and we were getting like Final Fantasy 1, 2, and that's when I started going back to the 2D stuff and checking that out. So like really like the entire like 2000 to 2010 was like I was just consuming Final Fantasy like crazy.
It makes sense. It's definitely becomes sort of an addiction. Like once you start realizing how in depth the games are and how long they are, they're enjoyable games that you can either sit down and binge or take your time and really sort of like marinate in the story and in the world and all that stuff. And each one of them not connecting to the other one is great because you can just pick up anywhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can pick up 7. You don't need to play 1, 2, and 3 in order.
Yeah, and because of that, the franchise can literally go on forever.
Yeah.
Speaking of going on forever,
yes,
I have to cut this off as we have reached our 3-hour mark. So,
yeah. Before we go, the whole point, I'm sorry to like go off on that whole tangent. The whole point of me bringing it up is I think we ought to do a video game episode.
Yeah, we can.
I'm definitely down.
We
can just
chatting about, we of course, Wizard, it's your show, you come up with the topics, but just in general, just I'd like to talk games at some point.
That's really just like what the show is set up to be in a lot of ways, is when we're just like, when there's news to talk about, and then if we get started on something, we can just get going. Just this time there was just a lot of Avatar news, so it was just like, oh, let's do an Avatar theme thing. And
I loved it. I forgot how much I enjoyed Avatar.
Yeah, next week will be probably, like I said, we got that Liza P DLC, and who knows what else is announced that I pick up throughout the
week. I love Liza P.
I also love the James Cameron movie about the blue people.
I have not actually seen
wrong Avatar.
Wrong one.
Yeah. And with that, thank you, Jessica, for coming back. Thank you, Cynic, for sticking around. Now you can go to your other stream now.
I'm not going to another stream. I'm staying here, man.
Who else is streaming?
BTM Reviews. I do a stream with him almost every night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hop off. I gotta feed my cat. I gotta feed the pussy. I mean, feed the cat. Feed the cat. I gotta feed the cat.
And thanks, Dalish, for stopping by. And good night, everybody.